All right, fellas, we are live.
Right.
Graham, I was just talking to Red Zone, saying I love his picks in the draft, and then he was going to go on this whole tear about something. So I'll let Red Zone continue. Go ahead, Red Zone.
Let her rip.
He cut me off and told me to wait.
Mm.
All I was going to say is that I have spent considerably more time on the draft since I came back into IHOF. I've been here 3 drafts, the last 2 in particular. I mean, the first one was we had a pretty high pick, so it wasn't real tough to pick Marsh. Some of those were really easy picks. It's easier to pick, I think, when you're higher in the draft. But the last 2 years, last year didn't turn out quite as well as I hoped, but this year sure did. I mean, you put all kind of time in, and you think you had a good draft, and you're happy with the picks, but when you come back and the first look says you're number 1 draft in the whole league, I'm like, I don't think I've ever had the best draft in the whole league, any league in like 20 years of playing this game. So it was kind of a surprise, sure.
No, it looks great. Well, it's just all those. I mean, how many second rounders did you have? Freaking.
Yeah, but they all hit. I mean,
They did. They did.
7 rounders. If none of them hit, you're not going to be the first draft in the league.
Yep.
And the players hit. I was
Yes,
like,
they
damn,
did.
okay.
Like almost every one of them, like in their 50s or more. So
Well, I mean, there was a couple that kind of disappointed me. They dropped off late. The receiver didn't turn out quite as good as I hoped.
This guy right here.
yeah. Cap straw.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be usable or not, but we'll see. I mean, maybe he'll develop, maybe he won't.
Your
One
linebackers
thing
were
I thought
good.
was interesting. One thing I thought was really interesting. The center I took, Atkins, and who's no longer on the team. The guard, trying to think of his name, got to pull it up.
I just had him before. Hold on, right here. Percy.
Yeah, Percy Bills. Both of those, I felt like they were better players than 2 people at the same position that were affinities. So I didn't hold firm and draft the affinities. Well, guess what?
Mm.
The affinity guys turned out much better. So Bob learned his lesson.
Boo.
That'll stop next draft. We won't be swinging it. You will be an affinity to be drafted here from now on, after round 1, of course. But
Yeah.
I definitely should have. The guard's name is Coles. I forget what team took him. He's like 60-something future. So Bills doesn't look bad, but he doesn't look quite as good as that. The center is what the heck was his name?
Your center was I have him right here.
Atkins is the guy I took.
Atkins.
I cut him.
Yeah.
He dropped to 40 future.
That was the
Yeah,
center.
the center I was looking at is
Oh,
where's the draft utility?
was he taken in the 3rd round?
I
Was it
don't
Middleton?
remember.
No, it's not.
No, Middleton was on my list, but there was a guy ahead of him. This guy was right below Atkins as far as what I thought, in terms of ability and how they would turn out. But I took the better player, and I should have took the affinity. Let me find.
But your 2 linebackers I like that you got in the 2nd round.
Oh, I needed them.
Yep.
I think that was part of what was wrong with our defense last year. You go to a 3-4. One of the more important positions in the 3-4 defense is linebacker, and we sucked at linebacker last year. And I even, what was the guy's name? Salinas? I cut him. 5'10", 226, couldn't do anything. I was going to put him at inside linebacker this year and use the zone bar and blitz him from there, and he dropped on me like 23 points. I said, "You're out of here. Too much money. No more time." So he got tossed. Let me see selections here. The center. What round was it? Was it round 3? Nope. 4. Nope. This guy fell then. So not only did I not see him, neither did the guy that took him.
Well, nice.
Jamison Clow went to quicksand.
Okay.
Go look at him in game. This was an affinity that I should have taken instead of Atkins. Absolutely, without a doubt, I was looking at him. I thought about it. I said, I can't carry this affinity shit that far. I have to get talent. Well, lesson learned. Take the affinity when they're close.
There you go. Now you know. Well, like I said, I like your two linebackers. Good pickup. I like your safety that you got in the first round. Nice pick. So it was nice. What do you guys think of 1-1? The quarterback
That
that
was
was
a
taken.
bummer.
Henson.
Well, I mean, if you go to the utility and you look at round one, picks 8 and 9 got traded for 1-1, along with some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You go in game and look at picks 8 and 9, and you look at 1-1, that doesn't look like a very good trade anymore.
All right, let's take a look at this is 8 and this is 9. So these are the two picks
Yep.
that were taken.
275 plus rated guys versus a guy that crashed. And
Yep. So, I mean, if you're Alf, you have to be pissed off. I mean, there's no way around it.
that's just got to be a bummer. But that's not even, like, Hardy Henson's not even someone I would look at because he's under 6 foot. And I understand now that, the short quarterbacks can play, but not for me.
Well, isn't he 5'11"?
Yeah, 5'11".
Well,
See, for me, 5'11", I'd have let slide. 5'10", I'd have worried about. 5'9", no way. So, I mean, it's, I get it, the short QBs, but 5'11" that's right on the bubble for me.
I was away, so I
He
didn't
just
really get a
didn't turn
chance
out.
to see. I didn't get a chance to see the draft. What the players look
He
like.
just didn't turn out.
Was he looking better than what we're seeing? Obviously,
Yeah.
he must have been.
Yeah,
I mean, not much. I would never. I mean, despite his size, I was looking at him going, "This is not a 1-1." I just didn't feel he was a 1-1 from the get-go. And I mean, for what he fucking traded, you would at least hope that he would have kept with his ratings. He would have probably been a 50s type, guy, rated in the 50s somewhere. But he really took a fucking nosedive, man.
He did. He saw something that everyone didn't see. He must have been looking at his sense rush, thinking he's going to pop. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just keeping my fingers crossed that this guy maybe plays this whole season and does okay, and then maybe next season he'll take a little bump upwards. That would be nice.
and if you're Alf, you kind of have to play that game and see. You can't just dump this guy. You got too much invested in him.
Yep.
You got the
Yeah.
contract and the picks you traded. I mean, you got to play him a season. And, as far as I'm concerned, if that's my team, I'm saying, hey, Hardy Henson, you're being paid too much money. You go out there and you go suck. Go ahead, go
Yep.
suck. I'm not putting somebody else in there. You go out there. Hope they kick your ass all over the field.
It sucks when you miss on a quarterback in that high round like that.
Well, yeah, especially given everything he gave up,
Right.
Because I think he gave him his first next year as well.
No
Can't
way.
quite remember.
No, I thought it was the 2 firsts this year and 2 players.
Oh yeah, it was the 2 players, but the players were good too. I can't remember who the fuck they
so,
were.
I mean, it's at least he kept the bleeding to this year, and for that I give him credit.
Well, Fairbanks got a great deal.
Let's say he paid 3 firsts, and it was this year, next year, and the year after. Oh, he'd be pissed off now.
Absolutely.
Now this year, 2 firsts this year and 2 players. Okay, well next year he still has his first. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Bleeding stops.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay. So he got cornerback Kim Freeman and right tackled Ronald Robertson. Fairbanks got those guys for extra players.
They're both pretty solid players, aren't they?
Ah,
I don't remember looking at them, but let me see. I got it right here. Fairbanks.
Ronald
The
Robertson.
right tackle.
Yeah,
looks
he's a
promising.
65 overall, and Kim Freeman was it?
Yeah, where's the corner?
Kim Freeman. He
60
looks solid
overall
too.
corner.
So
5th year. Wow.
who do you got? Who do you got? I meant.
I
Ronald,
Freeman at 60 overall.
the right tackle there, Ronald Robertson. You got him in the deal,
Okay.
and then
64
cornerback.
future.
Yep, and cornerback Kim Freeman.
He's 60 overall by my scope.
Yeah.
So all that for 1-1. I mean, damn,
Plus eight
dude.
and nine, yeah, 1-8 and 1-9. Those were so you're talking 4 players that are 60 overall or going to be 60 overall. That's a hefty load to pay.
Wow, that is. Fairbanks got a good deal. Good players.
But like I said, to Alf's credit, he limited the bleeding to 1 year.
Yep.
Next year he can take money that he would have been paying those 2 players in salary and win free agency, and next year he still has his first round pick. It's over. He moves on.
Well, Bilintikov's going to be on the market, I saw.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Well, I see it. It's in IHOF.
What's he going to go for, though? I mean, how much money are you going to have to sign him?
God, I don't know, dude.
I mean, really, I'm not sure I even care.
I'm surprised Melco
I'll be
didn't
in a
resign
position
him.
where I can almost try, but I don't know.
Oh, he's going to be on the market, fellas.
What year is he now?
13th.
13th, so he's still
He's
got a
got a
few
little
years
time
left
left,
in him.
yeah.
But, oh, well, yeah. Hanley's got cap problems. They don't have any cap room to even sign a new player right now. They're at minus 2.3 million. So that's why he didn't re-sign him.
He's got cap next year, though.
Yes, he does. So I guess it's going to be a big bidding war for Litnikov.
180 million or so.
Is he? Oh, yeah.
I've got some cap room next year too, but I don't know if I'd get into that. I don't mind paying a QB money, but he's just going to want sick money.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You good 2 years out of him?
I guess.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I would think you get 2 years out of Bilintikov.
you're going to pay him 90 million a year or more.
Yep. Yeah, I'd definitely sign him to a 2-year deal if I was to grab him. So, but I'm only going to have 120 million in cap space next year, and I probably got people I got to sign. So he would probably be an affinity for me. I know his personality is a little low, but maybe I'll take a stab at him.
Who did you pick up? Oh, you picked up this linebacker, Grim.
Yes,
He's
going to be beast.
I picked up, huh?
What's that?
You didn't see who I picked up, huh?
What do you mean?
He's starting to more.
I had him up. This guy? Griffin?
No. Not a rookie.
Would you just sign him?
Yep. Prior to week 1. On Sunday. Well, on Monday.
Who are we speaking about? Otto? No.
No, you're in Atlanta.
Oh, I'm in Atlanta. You're Harlem.
Harlem.
I'm thinking of the other league.
New signings. I'm not seeing.
Who'd you sign?
All the way to the top.
Quick sign fucking Farnsworth again. What? He's
all the way at the top.
Yep.
I don't see shit. I'm looking
Number
on the
7.
website.
Are you talking about Wilkinson?
Yep.
But you're not playing him. You're playing Dodge, are you not?
Well, Dodge played today. Look at the stats from the game.
Let me look at him.
Guess who's starting tomorrow?
Oh, wow. Oh, 12 of 31. 3.39 average yards.
Yeah, so you must have signed him on Monday then.
Yes,
Monday.
sir.
Yeah, okay, because he's not. Yeah,
Yep.
he's not showing up in the transactions for
And
today.
here's a weird thing for you to look at. He was signed on Monday. Opening day was today, and he's the offensive captain.
Oh shit! Well, I suppose he's 10 seasons.
I don't know.
Yeah, Wilkerson actually had a couple good seasons there the last 2
Personality's not
years.
that high. I mean, he walked in the door and should get out of the way.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I'm the captain.
a good game for you. Red zone. Here you go. Awful by your quarterback. 105 yards. You didn't do anything on offense, but yet you won.
Well, we ran the ball okay. Not great.
Yeah,
but okay.
Marsh was all right. Dodge had a couple good runs.
But I was thinking about this today. And I've said this a couple times in different conversations. Think about this: when you build an offense, you don't go in and look and say, "Okay, I'm playing Ben tomorrow. What does Ben do on defense? Let me pick plays that'll beat those defensive calls." You build an offense and you say, "Here it is. It's your job to stop it."
Yep.
So now, when you build a defense, your base defense, you're building based on the bars of your players and what they do best. And then you go in and you say, well, this guy throws a lot of deep passes, or this guy throws all passes and never runs, or this guy throws more outside or inside, or throws more screens, and you're adjusting your play calls. But are you adjusting your play calls to your players' strengths? Because I think when people play T-Zac, everybody gets scared and says, oh my God, we got to go to cover 3. He's going to throw the ball. Jesus Christ, we're going to put a bunch of cover 3 in there. Everybody get back in zone. I think he wants you to do that. He's throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah, it can pick apart the zone for sure.
I think you ran your regular
zones
defense
like fucking I never seen.
I ran my base defense.
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, my base defense for years has been cover 2, but because, I get torched like almost every game passing. They just pass the fuck all over me, and I just need... My thing has to be fucking turnovers and coming up big on a few plays in the red zone, so... But yeah, I got... Cushman fucking torched me today, man.
Yes,
So we were so close. And like I say, dude, if that motherfucker would not have fumbled those 2 kick returns, man, we would have had that one in the fucking bag.
All I did was run my base defense.
No,
4 picks and a fumble, +5 on the turnovers.
No, this was your game, Grim.
Yep.
Cushman went 33 of 56, 468 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
See, now we kept Ellard in check, but I doubled him like constantly, almost the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got Jose Cole, who's fucking got better route running than fucking Ron Ellard does. So I don't know why he was bitching about me getting the 2 wide receivers that he wanted. It's like, you already have fucking 2 good wide receivers. I got fucking shit.
See, that's why I don't use double coverage, because they go somewhere else. It just ends up you got 2 players out of the play. I'd rather have that extra guy that's doing the double coverage, playing zone somewhere and helping out.
Worcester did well for you, Grim.
Yeah, he smashed it.
Welcome.
He fucking smashed it. He was great, and Christensen's getting better at running too. So I think last year he had maybe a 4.5 yards per carry, and this year he's almost at 8. So I mean, he's making plays, dude. He's making plays. I just gotta.
You're welcome, Grim. That Worcester sure looks like a good pick. Where'd you get?
Yeah,
that
sure
pick?
does, doesn't he?
Where'd you get that pick from?
You
jerk.
Oh, was it?
Yes. Yeah, I traded. I moved up in the second to grab him.
I should have took Marsh and Worcester both. Boy, would I be running people over?
Oh God! Could you imagine that fucking backfield, dude? Holy shit!
How did your rookie do? Who's your rookie? Hamilton. Let's see what he did. Yeah, let's see what he did in the game.
He did okay. I think he was like going through the logs and stuff. He was involved in some more plays that probably wouldn't show there. So I felt like he played really good. I had him playing, so he was actually playing weak side linebacker in the 2 wide receiver formations, and then I moved him over to end on almost all the rest of the stuff. So,
what? I thought you were going to position change him, make him an end.
No, not this year. I'm kind of trying to do what I did with Garrett Ebeling way back in the day. I left him at weak side linebacker for the year, and then the next year I moved him over to defensive end. So,
what does that do?
What's that?
What does that do?
I don't know. I just know that when I waited a year on Ebeling, he went from like a 70-some rated fucking linebacker to like a 88 rated defensive end after waiting a year. I don't know if it made a difference or not, but I'm just going to try that with this guy and see what happens. Again, I'd like to be 4-3 under, because this guy in the 4-3 over should, with his weight, be playing left defensive end, and that's not where you're getting your sacks from. So, I'm just going to have to suck it up and play him at right defensive end.
And Jarvis did well for you as well at tight end.
Yeah, he did okay. I mean, he only caught 50% of his balls, which is garbage. So I don't know what this guy's problem is. I've had tight ends before. I've had success, but
you see,
Well, the good
But I
news.
do have to get, yeah, I do definitely have to get Barrymore and Harris more involved. Like, you know, Jops was poking at me on the forum there saying, we can fucking take all these guys, don't even play them. I'm like, look, I'm like, really? Harris only had 3 pass plays? What the fuck was I doing? So I got to go dig around. I thought I had him in more formations. Maybe I just overlooked something and he just, didn't get the looks.
Oh, you put up 36 points, which is good.
Yes.
Hey, Grim,
Yep.
you know Dakota Peterson's landing free agency, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm like I said last season, Christensen's my guy until his contract runs out, and then I won't resign him unless he takes like major steps forward or something. But no, he's my dude. He's got the scramble shit, and if he's going to be running like he did today, dude, I'll take that all day over fucking trying to get another quarterback in there.
Who did Brooklyn take in the first round? Did he have a first round pick?
Yeah, and his guy crashed too. Pick 19. He didn't crash. He just has no fucking endurance.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that was a weird because if you look at his long jump, was that our broad jump? I think that was. Let me check this out here. I thought it was fucking pretty good, and the guy looked like he might end up with 60 endurance. Yeah, I keep forgetting, Clay, that you've been gone for 2 weeks and not really paying attention to the league.
No, I checked him from time to time, seeing what you guys drafted and what people drafted.
Yeah, so his broad jump was 99, which is blue. So I don't see any reason why that shit went to 0, you know?
Well, it was a good game between both of you. Cushman, again, looking at him, 94 quarterback rating for the first game. First game, I always think it's a anomaly.
Yeah, fluke. Little flukish because you don't really know what they're doing unless you want to go dig through their logs in the preseason and all that shit. But, I mean, Jops has had the same offenses. He's got Cushman in there, so I pretty much knew what I was up against, You
stopped his running game.
Yes.
You shut
Yes,
it
and
down.
that's not... I mean, he doesn't have really... He hasn't had a great running game for a while now, so... Ever since, what the fuck's his name? Oh, his last good fucking running back. What the fuck was that? Keith Alston. Ever since he left, he hasn't really had a great running game, so...
Well, it looks like it's going to be one of those dogfights in that division, in your division.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do. It's fun. It's fun when everybody in your division starts doing it. I mean, it's fucking frustrating as shit, but it's still fun. I mean, like your game today with Iowa. I mean, is he turning the corner here now?
I hope so.
After a few seasons, so...
I hope so. I hope whatever players he got, they're starting to come together.
No.
No? Let's get him up, since we're talking about that game.
No, I mean, after flailing around seasons here, I mean, he went 8-8 last year, and he was in some tough games. And that Efrain Owens, he's got playing okay.
Yes, he does.
So...
He went 17 of 33, 243 yards, 7.36 yards per attempt, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. His running back went 19 carries, 102 yards for 5.37 yards per carry.
Clay, do you think you're throwing to your halfback a little too much?
What's that?
Do you think you're throwing to Porter too much? I mean, he had 10 targets, 4 catches for 11 yards.
He wasn't supposed to. The people that you see, most of them were not supposed to be the starters.
Ah, okay.
At all. I didn't get a chance to fix anything. So everybody of my lineup, like even my defense, was not the defensive players.
Oh, you just kind of had shit set for preseason and then didn't get to change it before the shit popped off, huh?
It just, whatever was there was there.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, well, I'll be right back. I got to take a leak.
So there's no corner being turned there. He didn't have his real team on the field.
No. Iowa still put up points. So.
We'll see what happens in the rematch.
What's that?
we'll see what happens in the rematch.
He's got Rochester tomorrow. He's got OBX and
You
Fair.
get to play him again.
Yes, we get to
We'll see what
play
happens in that game.
week 9. But I think he is turning a corner. He went 8-8, and
For his sake, I hope so. But I mean, that's I don't know.
he will. Oh, he's going to be in cap hell next season again.
Again, so there'll be more players going to free agency.
Yeah, he's got $689 million
It's like I said, he just doesn't get it.
to $628 million.
He's like a little kid playing this game. He's not playing to really win. He's not really playing to compete. He's just throwing money around and doing dumb shit and just doesn't seem to care. There's no turning the corner there. You're not competing.
Well,
You want to compete? Put a plan together. Follow the plan. Start winning games. Don't be over the cap all the time. Compete.
that's going to hurt him. I agree on that one.
Yeah.
Because of all his players that he's building up, he's going to lose because of he's going to be what 60 something million dollars over the cap, 61.
So which 60 or 70 overall player will hit free agency now?
Let's see.
That's beyond inept. That's irresponsible.
Oh well, he can let. I'm not sure if.
To me,
Well,
to
he's
me,
going.
that's a violation of the competitive. What's the clause? The competitive clause in the league rules.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You're constantly letting talent that's between 4 and 6 years of experience hit free agency, getting no compensation. How are you competing? I'm sorry, prove me wrong. Stop doing it.
I wonder why he keeps falling to cap hell. Is he picking up too many good players in free agency? Is he getting?
He
Is
made
he
it tough
getting?
last
Is
season.
he
It's
getting
no
a
fun
high?
unless you just throw money around.
Is he getting high draft picks? That's causing this.
I don't know.
And then I'll give you an example. Many years of getting high draft picks, and now you're trying to keep them because they're good players, and you got to pay them. And by doing so, you can't keep them all unless you can manage your cap.
Well, I don't want to beat the guy up. I just, you start talking about turning the corner. I don't see it. I see a game with it that he played against a guy who couldn't get a foul in. So when I see the rematch and he beats you that game, then maybe we'll talk about turning the corner. When I see him not over the cap by 60 or 70 million, then maybe we'll talk. But I mean,
No, he beat me last season. I think
Yep.
he did. Yeah, he beat me last season. So that's why I said he's turning the corner. And we'll see the next game. I want a competitive division. Arizona is.
we're getting Arizona. Arizona's competing, isn't he? I told you.
Nah, I told you guys that he was going to fucking be a wild card and make the playoffs. And you're like, nah, he's not taking that stuff. Said
I
that
didn't think he
shit
was
last
ready yet,
season.
but I've been telling you for about 4 shows to look out because he's coming.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
No, Melman's fucking good, but just fucking amazing season last year. But again, you get to the playoffs. That's all you want. Then you have a chance. You could be a fucking wild card.
who do you pick up, Melman? Let's see. Arizona.
Oh, in the draft.
He was
Oh yeah.
31st? No.
Yep.
Really? He only 31st?
Yeah, he lost the ball.
That's right. I take that back. Yeah, look at this guy. If this guy's bars hit, he picked him at 31. Nice pick.
Yeah.
And
I
Cody
love
Warner
him.
is starting to develop. So he's going to be more than just a running team with an okay QB pretty soon.
Yep, he went first game
He needs
16 of 27, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He needs a receiver now.
He's
He
got
needs a big time receiver.
his other running back, Perez. Not bad. 6.57 yards per carry, 14 carries for 92 yards. So he won that game over Chicago 33-7. He stomped Chicago, actually.
Yep.
He has always had a good defense. Melman.
Yeah, he's pretty. What's the word? He's pretty fundamentally sound. I think it's a case of how long will it take him to assemble the talent to become more than just fundamentally sound, and we're starting to see that talent become a part of his roster. And went to the bowl last year, which that's a lot further than I thought it was early. Not that I didn't think he could do it. I didn't think he could do it yet.
Yep.
But yeah, he was there.
No, but yeah, he's got an absolutely stud offensive line right now, and those two running backs, McQueen and what's his face? He had him up there.
Perez.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that defense is just going to get better.
Yeah, especially with this guy. And in
Browning
Chicago,
develops.
Let's look at Chicago, who he played. Like I said last time, I think Chicago's going backwards. Who did they pick up in the first round? Chicago. Am I missing something?
Did they? No, maybe he got rid of his.
Well, this is something that Judd touched on. I mean,
he didn't have a first round pick.
He didn't have a first round.
I'm looking to blow things up, is what he said in the post. My QB is going to be 3 firsts plus. My defensive end is going to be 3 firsts plus. And then me and MIJB point out that, hey, you need to go check out the league rules because those kind of trades won't be approved.
Yep.
And then he goes and comes back and says, well, I didn't mean a blow up. I still want my team to get better. How does your team get better when you trade a stud QB for 3 first round picks? How'd you get better?
Yeah, I saw that post.
That's tanking. That's why there's an anti-tanking rule in this league. I mean, you're talking in circles. You didn't know the rules before you made the first post, and now you're going to lie and say you weren't ready to tank when it's exactly what you said you were going to do. 3 firsts for a quarterback.
Wow, why would he want to get rid
How
of
do you get better?
This is a 6-year quarterback.
You're still trying to win now, he said in that post. I'm like, you're not trying to win now when you trade a 60 or 70 overall QB for 3 first-round picks. That's not trying to win now.
No, and I think when Jobs came in and said something like, hey, man, you just need a wide receiver or two. And
his team's not that bad, no.
No, he's not. You got, he's 6th season.
Yeah, and he's got, he's building a solid O-line. He's got 2 young tackles that are still developing, but should be pretty damn good.
But this is what Jug's talking about. People aren't listening. Well, you know what? They don't have to listen. Don't listen. But don't whine when someone stands here and points out what you're doing. You want to be Al Davis? Own it.
Well, Arizona's defense squashed Tomlinson, his quarterback. His quarterback went 10 of 20, 84 yards, 4.20 yards per attempt,
Damn.
2 interceptions, and a quarterback rating of 21.7.
Yeah. That's got to be game plan. I mean, dude, I've been able to work shit out with some of the shittiest quarterbacks fucking ever. Like even my guy Wagaman back in the day when he was winning bowls, he wasn't even fucking. He's like 50 or underrated fucking half the time he was on the shit. But you just have to work with what you fucking have on your fucking team.
I'll be back. Dog needs out.
Yep. So yeah, but it's just game planning. Just got to keep fucking around with the shit until I've been essentially running the same game plan for fucking 20 seasons now. Just adjustments for new players that come onto my team,
But he had this quarterback playing well. It was back in 21-15. Okay, here you go. 21-15, 63% completion. His touchdowns weren't there.
21-14 even.
Oh yeah, 21-14. Let me go up.
I
think that was his best season. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a couple more fucking, add 10 touchdowns to that, then this guy's gonna win a fucking bowl.
And then he fell off the cliff.
Yep. Now I think. Can you go to his injuries? Do you got your shit updated? Yeah. I bet you don't.
I do.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I do. Hold on.
Because he missed. Yeah, so he missed 2 games last season and 2 games season before. No,
he missed one week 4 last year. And then
Did he bench him in 21? No, 21-14 he played it. So yeah, it looks like he's had a couple. See, and that's like shit right there now. Okay, yeah, 21-15 and 21-16 he had ankle injuries and missed 2 games in each one of those. Okay, that's
what it is.
so. God, hopefully that ankle doesn't become a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what he's thinking. You know, or
could be. But I think I even mentioned in there, it's like, dude, if you really want to trade this guy and start with a different quarterback, find somebody who has 3 first-round picks and a 55 rated quarterback, because that's the threshold, 55 plus rated, and fucking trade him. I mean, like I said, I don't care that he wanted to trade this guy or a stud defensive end or whatever. I think it'd be a mistake, but like, if he doesn't think he can get it done with Tomlinson, you know, trade him to somebody that will make him fucking work. Just like Iowa letting Biletnikoff go, goes to Hanalei and is like the best quarterback in the fucking league.
Now, what's his name can take on this guy? Malpal, he can take this guy on. Let Biletnikoff hit the free agency, and maybe Chicago goes after Biletnikoff. How funny would that be? And Biletnikoff would be back in my division again.
That would suck.
You know, I can see, you know, he goes to him, hey, here's my 2 first round and a quarterback for you. And he gets now Tomlinson, Mal. And
yeah, but again, I don't.
Go ahead.
Hanalei, he doesn't have a quarterback that he could trade. Like I said, any deal made for Tomlinson would have to include a 55 plus rated quarterback. So, and Hanalei does not have that on the roster, but I'm guessing next year they'll clear some cap space and try to get him in free agency with another giant deal. Who knows?
And Zappa was learning. He's been asking all the questions in the forum.
Yep.
I don't know why he's going backwards. Because he was strong one season, and I'm like, he's gonna be up there. And then something happened. I don't know what happened. Remember the time he had that run? He was winning all these games. I think he had 6 games he was winning, or 7 games, and then he just fell off the cliff.
I think that was last year, 21-15.
No, it was the year before, I believe.
Well, because he went not last year. He went 4-12. 21-15 is when he went 6-10. But he came out of the gate strong and then lost like the last 10 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so that was that game. Let's go up to the top. We'll start with Atlanta against Fort Wayne. So Atlanta took that game 27-16. And who did Atlanta pick in the first round? I want to see their rookies and all that stuff. So let's go.
Yeah.
Pick. So Atlanta took defensive tackle Dean Burks. Nice pick.
Oh yeah, solid.
341 pounds, 6'4". He played him. He had 3 tackles. But if those numbers, if those red bars hit those green bars that you're seeing on my screen, he'll be solid. I'm seeing him as a 52-87.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be fucking great. And Atlanta plays a 3-4, so that's definitely a great fucking nose tackle. I mean, he's fucking huge.
I know. That's someone I like to have on my team.
Yep.
So it was a good game, 27-16. His quarterback, Reed, went 17 of 28, 165 yards. So I guess he wasn't really throwing. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. His running game, 30 attempts for 106 for 3.53 yards per attempt. Kendrick.
Yeah, that's not super great. But Kendrick's a good fucking running back though. So.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how it goes. But and he was at Fort Wayne. So let's see what went on with Fort Wayne. Why Fort Wayne lost? Let's take a look at his team.
Yeah.
And who did he pick up Fort Wayne in the draft? Here it is.
Where's the?
Oh my God! He picked up this guy.
Yeah, and I think we're kind of sketchy on that pick too because of the low route running. So I don't know what he's going to be able to freaking do with him.
I guess the route running was much higher on his side when he saw him.
Well, we got to talk about that receiver that went to T-Zac too.
We're going to talk about because we're going to get to T-Zac's.
A lot of people didn't see that receiver as well as these guys did. These scouts, there's got to be a real difference between some of these better scouts and what we have. because I didn't see him like he turned out at all.
Yeah, so Clay, I mean, if you look on the website, this guy's route running is 43 of 64 right now, but you have like super, offensive coordinator scouting, so that's probably more realistic as to what it's going to be,
Yeah,
and that's not good.
He's a 1032. That might even be less than 1032.
Yep.
He can end up at, I don't know, 1015. I mean, not 1015. 15 as maximum route running.
Yeah, I hope that goes up because he had a pretty high soul score. It was 25, and that's blue. So
What did the league scouts have him at? 3552, and I have him at 3649.
That's close.
Dennis, his quarterback, he went 21 of 27, 157 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
that's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he didn't stick with Donovan, huh?
You mean his
And Donovan's healthy, isn't he?
Yeah. He was 4th overall. This is his 3rd season.
Yeah, why is he? I like Donovan.
Yeah,
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's tired of the injuries. Well, somebody knows will stay healthy. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's right. He got injured Yep. Very serious knee injury, serious MCL knee injury. Maybe he's just like doesn't want to play him because he don't want to break his
He's just
fucking
fed
knees.
up, I mean, I get that. I think I'd play him and let him get hurt
And
anyway.
Well,
I would
if
trade him then.
if Tyrus Dennis can play the way he played today, and he gets some dice rolls in his next couple of games, I would fucking sit on Donovan, let him sit on the bench all fucking year, and try not to make him angry. You know what I'm saying? But then, then you're re-signing because next year he's got to re-sign him to a fucking contract, and if he ain't played no fucking games, dude, he's gonna get this guy in the fucking cheat for years.
Yeah, that could work, and I could see that as a strategy too.
Yep, absolutely. Sure. Especially with the 2 years of injuries, man. Okay, you just take a fucking break. Well,
sit down.
Maybe play you a couple games. Maybe you get in as backup, if we're winning big or something like that. But so long as that play time, he doesn't get pissed off at that. That's a good move to fucking sit on this guy for a fucking year and let Dennis play. If Dennis can continue playing the way he's playing now, or played in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it resulted in a loss, but he played pretty fucking good.
No, I got to.
Let me show you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me show you something. Pull up my team and pull up Levi Dodge.
Yeah, you got him on the cheap for some years too, didn't you?
All right, he's up. What do you want me to look at?
Well, look at his stats the last 2 years. Not this year, the last 2 full seasons.
Okay, so we have this one right here.
Yeah.
23 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, and the other one is 25 to 8 interceptions.
Now look at his win-loss record.
His what?
His win-loss record on the main player card.
Oh, yeah, 15 of 18.
Yeah, and that's counting today. He was 14 and 18 in 2 seasons. Now, those glowing stats, and they're not glowing, okay? I'm exaggerating. But that's a nice TD to interception ratio. It's a decent completion percentage. He threw for some yards. His QBRs were decent. I mean, he's putting up some stats, okay? He looks like he's fine. I'm thinking he could be a part of why we're not scoring any points. That's why I brought in Wilkerson. That's why he's playing tomorrow.
Mm.
The stats, hey, with the running game he's had, come on. Why aren't you winning games? I don't care what your stats are. I mean, I want good stats. Everybody does. But, if you're not getting the W's,
yeah, but
good stats aren't helping me.
But it can be more than just him.
Well, okay, so the defense last year struggled early.
Okay.
But was pretty solid at the end. But the year before they were pretty solid. We weren't getting blown out every week. We've lost a ton of games by 3, 4, 7 points. We're in the games. He's not getting it done. I want to see what Wilkerson can do. That's why he's here.
I'll give you an example. Not last season, the season before, when we went 6-10. There were 3 games. There were 3 games that my kicker missed 2 field goals that could have given us the win. My kicker went 68%, I believe it was, of accuracy trying to kick field goals. That's awful. Those 3 games would have made me 9-7. Okay, so
Okay, let me ask you a
sometimes it's not your quarterback, and that's the point I'm making here.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's back when we were talking about or making fun of people for paying fucking $20 million to a kicker. You know.
Yeah. Clay, let me ask you a question though. What's a bad throw? When you go to your game log, or I'm sorry, your box score after the game, and you go through the stats for the QBs, and it says, attempts, completions, yards, blah blah blah, bad throws.
Yep.
What's a bad throw? Does this guy dodge? Man, he's got a shit ton of them. There's games he has 6 and 8. Why's he got 8 bad throws in the game?
That's a good question.
That is not good.
I would say, and it's just off the top of my
That
head,
wonderful, right?
I'm speculating. You're throwing short passes and your medium passes, and they're very low on the bar rating, and so could that be the reason why?
I don't know
Part
what
of the problem
is, but I mean, it clearly isn't helping. Your stats look great. Well, great is a stretch. He looks good statistically, but we're not winning the games, and he's got all these bad throws. And I'm talking, it's not just one game here or there. Pull up the box scores from all last season. There's 4, 5, 6, 8. I mean, it's every game.
Yeah, no, he had 4 today.
Yep.
Versus Mock had 9, but he also threw the ball 65 times to your 31.
So I mean, when he throws 65 times, you get a little leeway. But I mean, 12. What was he? 12 of 31.
12 of 31. That's garbage.
With 4 bad throws. He damn near cost me that game.
Well, let's quickly talk about your game.
So I'm saying Dennis's 100 QBR still didn't get them the win. That's my point.
Yeah, so I wonder.
Fort Wayne didn't win today, even though Dennis had 100 QBR.
Yes. Where's Fort Wayne? Because I was just going to jump to your game, but let's. Yeah.
Dennis only had 2 bad throws, so he just wasn't getting the yards after the catch. Basically, is what happened. If you complete 21 out of 27, you would assume that you're going to be over 200 fucking yards. So he was completing the passes, but his guys just weren't getting the job done.
In his case, maybe it's the receivers.
Oh, he doesn't have any. Well, we looked at his first round pick already, who looks kind of like a bust. Then Howie Yaki's going to end up being better, but this is only his second year at wide receiver. So, so now he's got to earn that cohesion on that fucking line, because I'm guessing it's not really high right now.
Yeah, because these are his guys that are receiving the ball. This is basically it. Let me pop these guys up. So this is who Dennis is thrown into. Yaki is the best of all of them.
Yeah, and Fort Wayne and Bordeaux are at the bottom of passing cohesion right now.
Look at the get downfield on Yaki, 0.
Yep.
He's going to catch it and fall down.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. And Capo, he doesn't have any route running, so they'll throw him the ball, but he's going to be like a 50% or 50-something percent receiver.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's already tired too. That.
Oh yeah.
Endurance is fucking terrible. But see, now Axel Kelly seems like a guy who won. He just, again, no getting downfield. So catch the ball, fall down type guy.
Grim, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Yaki in the slot. Would you put him there with no get downfield?
Oh, he doesn't have courage either, so no.
No, he should be outside.
Yeah, he should be outside for sure. And, he would be my Z, and Capodaglio would be my X, So yes, I would not play him in the slot, because that's where you kind of want to pull those slants, and he's got to get yards after the catch.
I'd put Capodaglio in the slot and Buckner at the other outside spot.
What did he go last season, by the way?
Fort Wayne was close to the playoffs, or did he make the playoffs? He made the playoffs, didn't he?
He
Yes,
made
he
the
did.
playoffs.
He went
Yep,
10.
He made him over.
He went 10 to
He
6,
had
right?
Swing Dog and San Antonio.
He went 10 to 6, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
9-7. 9-7 made the wild card.
Yeah. But he got in.
And that was just because he beat Chris in the last game.
Yeah, I remember his defense was very good.
Yep.
His defenses are always pretty solid. I got to give him credit there. He knows what he's doing on that side of the ball.
But he didn't have a first-round pick.
Yeah, he did. He picked that wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm talking about, who was it? Atlanta? Was it that I said? That Atlanta? Oh, yeah, he took the defensive tackle. Okay. No, it was another team. It's in my head. So that was that game between Fort Wayne and Atlanta. I just want to jump over to, because I want to talk about T-Zac's wide receiver. Because I want to talk about Harlem, your game, Harlem, and T-Zac's game.
I thought you were just going to go down the line, talk about the games. So from
the best thing that I
website.
read was Ben's post about the trade. And he basically said, "Hello, McFly. When T-Zac and I are knocking, start asking questions."
Yep. Start
That should
digging
be a no-brainer.
deep.
Grim, I am going to go down the line. The only thing is, we talked about Harlem Red Zone's game. I just wanted to quickly go back to it because we didn't talk about T-Zac's pick.
All right, well, I'm going to grab something to drink here, but yeah, Todd Schwagert there.
There it is.
I didn't see that.
No, fuck no. I mean, I didn't really look at the guy because when I'm not picking high, I don't even look at him. But fuck.
No, but I like the guy. He was on my list. But, I mean, I didn't see that. I mean, holy shit.
Yep.
How did he?
I saw a pretty good receiver that I wouldn't mind having. But I was thinking, will he fall to wherever I was picking?
Now, how did he look in a draft?
Oh,
like, was his route running was it any close to what we're seeing here? Was it less? What a pick, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, Ben came right out and said it. He said, "Look, I'm saying this to my own detriment here, but if I'm knocking, and
if we're sniffing around, you better fucking
why."
Yep, you better be looking at what we're trying to fucking get.
What did he pick?
Now this guy's. Oh, who traded that pick to him?
Chicago.
That's why Chicago didn't have a first-round pick. That's it.
Yeah, they got picks for the next.
Yeah, next year's
pick
and the year after, but not 132 this year. That makes no sense.
That is right, and then he was getting ripped on because of that.
But you're trying to make deals that'll help you win now.
I gotta grab something to drink, boys. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. That's right. He was getting ripped on Chicago for making that trade with T-Zac.
And it's not. No one's trying to. This isn't about. We're not kids in high school. We're not picking on people here. We're like, hello. You need to start listening and thinking before you act, because I'm sorry, everyone pays. When Ben gets a generational QB, the rest of the league is going to be beat up for 12 to 15 seasons. When T-Zac gets a generational wide receiver, the rest of the league is going to be beat up for 12 to 15, 10 to 12 seasons. I mean, come on. You're not just screwing yourself. You're screwing everybody. You have to think a little bit here. You have to compete. And if you don't know the answers, that's fine. No one here is perfect. I don't know all the answers. Do you? When you don't know the answers, what do, Clay? You ask somebody else for their opinion. And no one's doing it. That's what Jug is saying, and he's right.
No, I hear you. And he got an earful on
the
thread.
He got fleeced. He absolutely got fleeced. And T-Zac's trying to make, based on point value, come on, Zach. Come on. If dog shit's $2 a pound and I give you 500 pounds of dog shit, can I get one? Come on. That's come on. I mean, really?
Well, here's the question I have to ask: did anyone see this guy outside the other wide receivers?
Oh, I saw Schweigert. I didn't think he was that good. I thought he was a pretty nice looking receiver that maybe I could sneak in there and get, maybe I'll trade up into like 15, 12, somewhere in there. I didn't think he was 1-4. I didn't see that. No, I missed him too.
Yeah.
My scouts aren't good enough.
Yeah, I think what's his name? He said he was trying to come up as well, right? Tucker, Ben.
Yeah, both of them were. That's what Ben said in his post. He says, "Look, if me and Tizak are both knocking, then you either A, don't trade the pick, or B, get a lot more than what's originally the first offer." This guy got an offer from Ben, an offer from Tizak, and told Ben Tizak's offer was better and took it and made the trade. Didn't even negotiate.
Wow. Well, good pick for Tizak. Nice deal for him. You took that game 23-17. Mock went 40 of 65, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So your defense was all over him.
And he had a fumble. We were +5 in turnovers, and that's a big reason why we won.
I saw that.
Because our passing game was non-existent today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his passing game was.
No, mine. Mine was terrible today.
No, I meant against you with not non-existent turnover.
Yeah, the turnovers. Still got
machine.
416 yards, but yeah.
Because he had five altogether, and with 5, the way Tizak scores, right, it was too much for him to overcome.
Well, you want to talk about sitting on the edge of your seat. We kicked the field goal to go up 23-17. We kicked off with 11 minutes and 53 seconds left in that game.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
And there was no more scoring. I had to sit here and watch this all go by. I'm like, I know he's going to score and beat me by 1. I know it. I'm waiting for it. And it didn't happen.
Yep. My game was a fun game to fucking watch. I made a comeback at the fucking end, and just like I said, those 2 fumbles killed me. It's like just watching the game. He comes down and fucking scores. Then he fucking kicks off. I fucking fumble the ball, and he scores another touchdown immediately. I'm like, fuck me, come on. So Howie kicked the shit out of fucking Cap City. Holy crap.
Yeah, Howie went. Yeah. He beat Cap City 55-21.
Dude, fucking.
Did he run a few times?
Yeah, 2 interceptions. Richmond was fucking beast, dude.
Yes. 25 carries, 158 yards, 6.32 yards per attempt.
So he had 2 interception returns, pick sixes. He had a punt return, touchdown, and 4 fucking rushing touchdowns. And he was right. He's saying, I'll grab Donaldson here, and all he has to do is be a game manager. Just don't fucking fuck shit up and throw a lot of interceptions and shit. So he didn't play great, but it's like, you don't need him to play great when you're running like that and your defense is killing it. Holy shit.
Yeah, look at it. He had 3 running backs going and his fullback. Look at his safety he picked up in the first round.
Yeah, Love. And what pick was that? He's
23.
23, yep.
Nice pick.
There's some really good players in this fucking draft, man. Really good fucking players.
There was.
I was really happy with the talent level in that draft.
I was shocked.
Like all the way down the line. I mean, Bob, look at all the guys you got in the second, and you only had to cut 1. It's like, fuck.
I was shocked, by the way. The quarterbacks that were being taken. A lot of them.
Yeah, where there wasn't a lot of quarterbacks in the
in the
draft.
Them turned out,
worth it.
Did any of them turn out?
I don't know. Look at the second round, because Hardy Henson didn't.
His one.
And it was a really bad draft for QB.
Yeah, Gibson's not good.
He went this guy right here.
Nah. Yeah, 50. He's usable.
He might pan out to something.
Yep.
Let's see the other guy. So that was a lot in the second round. And then the third round, I saw a couple. Here's the third round. Tucker took him. Ben. Alanta took him.
The one guy Ben took, I actually thought didn't look bad. What's his name?
Buckner. He'll pan out. He could start right fucking now for Ben and be just as good as the guy he's playing.
Well, Ben would still go 11-5 or 12-4. I don't know if he'd have the stats the other guy had, but he'd still win.
But again, and in the fourth round, here's some more. Moontown took this guy. Orlando
He's off the roster.
Took this guy.
Yeah, there just wasn't any good quarterbacks in
Brock
this draft
Tressler
at all.
took this guy.
He may be. Well, his sense rush fucking sucks. But you can
Ben might
see
have
that.
stole one there though. Wonder
Yep.
where's the website? I don't see what his avoid interceptions is.
I'll check that right now. Thomas Buckner, huh? Yeah, he's a yellow stupid guy. Right now he's sitting at 58.3.
That's scary.
Cap City took this guy.
So what happens, Grim, if this Thomas Buckner ends up 48 overall with a 54 or 55 avoid interception bar in a season or two?
He gets traded.
Yep.
Oh, take
Absolutely.
this back.
Someone would take him.
He didn't take that guy.
No.
Cap City took this
Yeah,
guy.
round one. No, he actually got. Yeah, and this ended up not being bad, but he was just fucking busy that weekend of the fucking draft or the beginning of the week and didn't even sign into our conscriptor, so he got auto picked on that. But thank God this guy ended up being okay. You know.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Well, his quarterback Johnstone didn't play well.
No, and he's. I mean, I hope he can play well this last fucking season because I mean, God, he's 38 right now.
Wow. Yes.
Think he'll retire?
I think he'll retire after the season.
I do. Yeah.
All right. He's 38. Bolitnikov is 33. So he has a chance of going 5 more years, Bolitnikov.
Yep.
Because of his bars are high, Bolitnikov. So whoever gets
Well,
him,
now Bolitnikov's 13 seasons in, right?
yes.
Johnstone's 14 seasons in.
Is it by the season or is it by the age?
I think there was talk about it being by the season.
Oof. Well, we're going to see then how it goes.
Yeah. I think he'll retire. What's his contract?
Who?
He's got 1 year left after this.
After this year?
After this, yep.
Well, then it's up in the air. He might come back.
Yeah, he could very
His
well.
contract expired
really
this year. I
tanked
think
a
he
lot.
retired.
Yeah, he went down 10 points this year too. So
That could be a hint too.
Well, that was a game between Cap City and and Texas. Chicago, Arizona, we went over that game. Arizona destroyed Chicago 33-7.
yep.
Next game was Frederick at Chesapeake, and Frederick took that game 26-13 against Chesapeake.
Who did Quick use at QB? Was it Humphreys?
Hold on,
Yes, I believe. Well,
I'll get him up right now. Yeah, he had Humphreys.
yep.
Humphreys didn't play well. Humphreys
I
went.
think it's time he moves off of that guy.
Yeah, he went 24 from 46, 267, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he didn't play well last year either, did he?
No, not super great, but that's you can see. I mean, he's gonna move on. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 QBs on the roster right now. All of them appear to be affinities.
Yeah, some of them are just generating affinities, though. I mean, can any of them really play? Because if there is somebody there that can play, I think he needs to move on.
Well, who did
Yeah, that Wesley Carlisle, I think, would be the next man up.
And that he just traded for him. He looks decent, but didn't he also get a lot more out of the Giacomo last year than anybody thought he could? He might be a factor too. He might be a factor too.
Richie, Giacomo. Did he play last year?
I thought he
like
used him a game or two.
Yeah, he started 7 games, 61% completion, 2,300, 18 TDs, and 10 interceptions. But he tanked.
Well, this is a player.
It'll be Carlisle or him.
He picked up this linebacker, Quick, in the first round at pick 14.
Yeah, beautiful pick. He's going to be a great linebacker for years.
And then what's his name? Frederick. Who did he pick up? All right, so his quarterback, 1 touchdown. He was 20 of 39, 213 yards. His running back, Reeves, was good. 23 carries, 147 yards, 6.39 per carry.
Yeah, Reeves is still fucking beast. I can't wait for that guy to fucking retire, man. I'm sick of him.
And who did he take? Fairbanks. I mean, here we go. Number 5. So, pick number 5. He picked a wide receiver.
When Reeves runs well, Frederick's tough to beat.
Oh yeah, no, Reeves
If
has
you
stopped
stop
me
him,
a number of
I
times.
don't think the QB can carry them if you stop Reeves.
No, but he's got.
If
He
Reeves
was
runs
talking
well,
in forums too. Yeah, he was talking in forums today. He's glad to have a couple wide receivers. So this Carl Cameron, I mean, this kid's going to be good. Endurance is a bit low. I think once he gets developed, I mean, targeted him quite a bit, but the balls he caught meant something.
Yeah, so let's see how he does this season. He's got Mass Lewis tomorrow, but
that's a tough game.
nice start. Next up is Gutenberg, 34 over Paris to 13. So they went to Paris and took them on. Let's see what he did.
No one saw that coming.
So he played.
Yeah, he's back. Fucking Killuck. Bert's playing again.
So what did he get in the first round? Did he have a first round pick? I don't think he did. I'm not seeing unless I'm missing something.
See neither. It's because he's GOT, ain't it?
Yeah, he didn't have a
First
first
round pick. I wonder what he did with that.
Hmm.
Sometimes I wish, I'm getting fucking old. Sometimes I wish my memory was better.
That's okay.
So he must have traded it at some fucking point,
Well, his quarterback went 21 of 34, 280 yards, 8.24 yards per attempt. Nice. 2 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. His running back, Holiday, was 30 carries for 106 yards for 3.53 yards per attempt. So he was nothing special.
Yeah, the yards weren't there. No, the yards weren't there, but I think it's more so that
His defense.
Alejandro Lindsay for Paris fucking sucked ass.
Let's look at him.
He was bad. 19 of 42. Got sacked 5 times.
Yeah, he was awful. And he's not running the ball, as you can see. Maybe his game plan switched up because he was far behind. He was losing, so he had to go to more passing game.
Yeah. That would be, but he had to have been losing like early on, I think. Well, no, not really, because Gothenburg scored a field goal. They were ahead with 1 minute 11 seconds left in the fucking second quarter.
Who did Paris
They were
pick
up
up?
13-3. Paris getting the draft.
I think he gave away. Oh no, here he is.
Nope, he's up there.
Nice,
Yes.
nice pick.
Yep. This kid should fucking help him out quite a fucking bit in the fucking near future.
Oh yeah, Mays.
He got targeted 14 times. Only caught 4 of them,
Yeah.
but
That's a little bit heavy on the targets, but still, he's going to be a good receiver.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Good pick. Well,
no, that's what I'm saying too. Like even with that Schwager trade, Chicago getting rid of that number 4 overall. How many wide receivers came after that? I mean, you didn't see Carl Cameron. You didn't see Tevin Mays.
Yeah, I mean I don't know.
yeah, he needed a wide receiver too, Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
for his guy Thomas.
And there was fucking so far 3 on the fucking board at that point.
Yeah, it's
Well, now we went to Hanalei. Hanalei went over to Colorado, 30-24. Good game. Hanalei takes the game, and what am I doing? I'm looking at Dodge. Here we go. Bolitnikov, 28 of 43, 308 yards, 7.16 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, passing rating of 101.
wouldn't he look good in Harlem?
Would he not? You want him, right? You're gonna break the bank from him, aren't you? I can
I
see it.
don't think. I don't know. I mean, well, I'll look at it.
If you
but
got, I mean, you
like-
got the money. You have so many young players now, brother, that have 2-3 years left on their contract. You could probably afford Bolitnikov for a fucking year.
I don't like spending that kind of money on one player. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't either. I don't either. I struggle with it, but
But you just said something before, Red Zone. You just said if he can win you games, then that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, we'll see what Wilkerson does, but he's on a 1-year deal, so he's probably leaving anyway. And if Dodge doesn't get it done this year and Wilkerson takes his job, he probably won't get another contract. So I'll be looking for a quarterback. That's probably a given.
Who did Hanley pick up in? He didn't have any first round pick.
No, I think. God, see
No, he
again.
did not. No, he didn't have a first round pick.
I wish I could remember who the fuck he traded his first round pick to get who.
The quarterback I wanted was Korenick that went to Oakland. That was a perfect situation. I wanted him. He was a perfect fit. He'd have been here for 10 seasons, and he had all the bars I like.
Now we have Chicago's Diaz. I like this quarterback, what he's doing with him. He went...
Colorado, you mean?
Colorado, meant.
I like Diaz.
310 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So he didn't have a good game. Again, his run game wasn't there. I wonder why. I guess he's going all passing because he only ran it 8 times.
Oh, that's with Ashton Small?
Yeah,
God, I wonder how far did he get behind real early? Because Ashton's gone. Well, no, Ashton went down last year, but it's still fucking good. 1,500 yards last year, 8 carries for 15. All right, something adding up here.
Here's what he picked up. Nice pick, by the way. Left tackle. Look at this guy.
Yep, Darius Suggs. Yeah, he's going to be beast. Mm-hmm. What's his intelligence?
Oh, very low.
Nah, he's a big dummy. Yep. He's going to cause a lot of penalties, but he'll fucking...
Not
shit, he didn't even play. He didn't even play this game.
Look at the size.
I would stick him in there and get all the experience out of this
game.
I'd make him a guard.
Yep. I'd play him at guard. I wouldn't move him from left tackle until he got all the way up to guard stuff.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, I can see it. They basically, no, I don't.
Well, he's going to compete, Colorado.
Yeah.
He's got a center. He's got a 12-year center that's playing right guard. That's a short-term fix. Darius Suggs could be your new right guard next season. The other 2 tackles look fine.
Oh, how many fucking penalties?
His backup right tackle was another rookie. Louis Swift, look at him. 4th round. That's a hell of a draft there. Those 2 tackles?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Well, he fell by 6 points, but it was a good game. Next up, we went over my game. Kansas City lost to Iowa 26-27. Then after that was Mass Lewis going to Bordeaux. Mass Lewis wins it 20-13. Let's look at Mass Lewis. He's still playing Tanner. He likes this guy. And who did he pick?
We had a pretty good year last year.
He picked up a kick in the first round.
He picked a kick in round 1.
Yep.
Wow.
And he already missed the field goal.
Opening day.
Opening day. 5'8". He's 5'8". Little fucking cannonball out there. 5'8", almost 200 pounds. Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Short kickers are no good either? Is this a new thing or what?
I don't think I pay attention to kicker size, but Jesus.
Okay, I was going to say, hang on. I didn't hear that one yet.
No, there is. It's out there. It's on Front Office Football Community. Small kickers, what they're doing is converting them into running backs. No, I'm joking.
I was going to say, where's that? I don't think that's even an option. You can convert them to maybe punter, and then from punter to quarterback, and then from quarterback to fucking running back. I don't know.
Is this the first, by the way, a kicker being taken in the first round that you guys know
of? I think I've seen it once or twice. I've been in IHOF, I think, 60 seasons now. I think I've seen it once or twice. But it's not very common. But, I mean, he's a good kicker.
I've been playing since August of 2004.
But now, if you look at it,
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker go in round one.
He was picked at fucking pick 24. Mm-hmm. All the different players after that, from 24 on. I mean, how many other, like Darius Suggs, you could have had him. I don't think he wants dumb guys. Blanchard for Houston might be good. Jacob Hawk, that's the guy I had on my list.
He could have had this guy, Brown.
Yep. Oh, Jacob Hawk, that fucking center. He was on my list. I was considering fucking picking him until I moved up.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Super fucking intelligent, high leadership.
Wow. Wow, Fairbanks got
great Fairbanks cleaned up in this fucking draft, and plus the 2 players he got. I mean, even Jugs has mentioned it fucking like, you know, in his fucking post, you know, Albie's really trying to turn this fucking team around. So
with the players he got, he should be he should be turning these things around. But going back to this game, get Red Zone.
I said real soon he should be turning it around.
Again,
what
but you're turning
is exactly right, you know.
But you're turning it around in a division that has fucking Jugs, Melkpo, and fucking Pizer. Okay, that's going to be hard to fucking turn around.
And I get it. I'm right there with you. But he didn't play the Helen Keller School for the Blind today. He played Oakland and played them pretty tough.
Yes, he did.
We're going to get to his game. I just want to go back to Mass Lewis. He had a nice running game.
No, he's got. I don't know who this Kemp kid is now. He's probably been there for a little bit, but I know Bilodeau. Bilodeau's been running great for him for a while.
He split the carries.
Yeah. Oh, yep, they do.
You know, 5.25 yards per carry for Kemp. And Bilodeau, 7.36 yards per attempt. That's not bad. Yep. 1 touchdown. Nope.
Those guys have been there for a fucking while.
Yeah, he loves to keep a hold of his guys to the end. He runs them into the ground.
Yeah, he does. And he's got his solid O-line, I think, is getting a little better. Yeah, but Bart Tanner, he's going with that guy. I wonder if I could do anything with Singleton. He's got a year left in his contract.
Oh, you mean take him off his hands?
Yeah, he's got a good sense rush. He can scramble.
Reach out to him. He's 34 years old.
I'm trading too many fucking picks as it is lately. It's like next year I don't have a second or a fourth. The year after that I don't have a second. It's like, fuck.
Well, let's look at Bordeaux that he played against. So Bordeaux played his rookie. His rookie went 27 of 50, 311 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. His rushing was 5 attempts for 33 yards.
Did he get behind real quick?
No, he's all passing, his team. So
that's right.
He's doing all passing with this guy.
50 attempts. 50. Well, at least he completed over 50%. Well, now he's got. Who's he got for wide receivers, Clay? He's got.
Wait, Bordeaux's all pass?
They have been for a while.
Mm-hmm.
With that rookie QB?
Yes.
I don't think he hasn't switched anything.
These are his wide receivers. I'm going to pull them out right now. Hold on. So those are 2. Here's the other guy. And here's the other guy. All right. So let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Let's do that.
10 targets to Morasso? What? Scott Lincoln's got no route running. Yeah, you can't pass.
Well, you know what? Henson didn't.
Dylan Elomes is a fucking good running back. I mean, his 5 carries got what? 33 yards? There's like.
But Grim, Henson didn't put up horrible numbers.
No.
They're not terrible. I mean, they're not jumping off the chart, but hey, rookie first game in all-pass offense, might not be too upset with that.
But, God, his O-line is good. He's got to run fucking Dylan Elomes like 20 times a game at least. Just balance it out a little bit, man.
Well, his left guard's a...
Dude, he's got a pretty beast fucking O-line. His tackles are fucking 70-plus rated.
Jesse Duncan, 0 out of 1. I mean, that's a revolving door at left guard. Or he's playing right guard. Okay. This is left guard.
Oh, he's got a lot of money.
15 to 19 pass block. I mean, wow.
He's got
He does have a lot of fucking
117, well, $115 million under the cap.
God.
What are you doing?
I actually
with
fucking
money?
was looking at my shit like yesterday. And I'm like going, I still got $44 million. I got to spend some of this. So I signed my McCarthy guy that people keep wanting to trade for me and doesn't really play well on my team. But I re-signed him. It's like, all right, you want $20 million a year? I'll fucking give you that. Let's cut this in half.
Oh, Bordeaux,
Too
by the
late
way.
now.
Go ahead on Red Zone.
It's too late now.
This is
No,
who
He can't re-sign anybody. Not anymore.
so this is his 2 first-round
Nope.
picks. He picked up the quarterback, but then at 129 he picked up this wide receiver. He missed on him.
Yep.
Who's that?
Bordeaux.
Two duds in the first. God, that sucks.
Oh,
But-
wow.
Let me fucking look at Conscriptor. I don't even think that guy should have been drafted.
The tight end dropped on him, too.
Miles Morasso.
Look at the tight end.
Well,
Walters.
even for me, Miles Morasso looked better than that, but damn.
Look at the tight end Walters. He dropped, too.
Well, it's not too bad for him in the 4th round.
No, that
you
route
might-
running could be helpful, but he didn't play. He didn't start him anywhere. I mean, I get that. I don't know. He can't. Bordeaux cannot do a passing offense this year. He's got to get
He's
that
got
running back fucking going a little bit. He really has to.
I have to agree with you guys on that. He's got
to
to
be
running.
balanced at least. You want to be balanced. That's fine. Be a little heavy on the pass, but
Yeah, but look at those tackles. I mean, fucking run that dude outside. At least 20 times a game.
All right, we're going to go now to Moontown. So Moontown takes
right.
the win over Outer Banks, 17-3. Moontown, let's go here. His quarterback, Pitts, 22 completion of 39, 240 yards for 6.15 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for today's game. Strickland, his running back, had 12 carries for 39 yards for 3.25 yards per attempt and a touchdown. But his other
Baumgartner. Yep.
7 carries, 60 yards, 8.57 yards per attempt.
So Moontown got Casey Strickland. Did he pan out?
This is the guy.
Yep. Absolutely, he panned out. A little low on endurance for running back for me, but you get a 2-back. Wow, he ran like shit. Really? The fuck's his O-line look like?
I was just going to do that right now. Center has a run block of 70.
Yeah. Chris Henson looks good. Gerald Kelly looks good.
His guard, who's starting, Tanner, doesn't have run blocking really, is a 40. His right
Justice
guard,
Win.
nice.
Oh, at least he's got some, Justice Win is like intelligent right tackle for a yellow guy.
Oh, maybe it's because he's a rookie of the first game. Let's see how he does the rest of the games, or it can be game planning.
just something I noticed. Tony has apparently decided that he's not giving up on Ronaldo Wilson because he signed him to a 3-year extension. So,
Yep.
Well, let's go
a
take a
whole
look
bunch
at
of bonus.
let's take a look at his team. Again, he's been going backwards, and I know he's been frustrated because of that pick last season that he missed.
Yeah, is that guy still there? That's a Tony Thurman. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wish Tony could jump on the show again. I like talking with him. And
He's a
Ken.
good guy.
Yep. Ken's fucking awesome too.
Well, here's his pick, tight end. I like his tight end if it hits.
Auerbach.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie Wiggins. He didn't get Auerbach. He got Bernie Wiggins. That was pick 6.
So that was his pick. His quarterback Wilson played awful.
Oh, Wiggins dropped big time.
So he's probably trying to figure out what's going on with his team and how to fix it.
Well, he got Bernie. Wow. Well, I mean, according to Clay's scouts there, he looks pretty good if that route running and the shit gets down. But he already had Russell Reyna, Jeremy Stewart,
Maybe
Jordan Maxwell. I mean,
maybe they're going to be trade. Oh wow, I like Stewart.
that's what I'm saying. Jeremy Stewart's fucking there, and like on the website it says he's fucking 54 rated.
I have him 54
Look at that
as
shit.
well. Yeah, I like him. Maxwell, Jordan Maxwell.
Route running, third down. Play some special teams too, and then Russell Reyna. Look at him,
He's 30. Maxwell, Russell Rayner. Let's go to him.
tight end. Yeah.
Wow.
So the Bernie Wiggins thing is a little confusing to me. Why he would be drafted at 1-6
Must be a reason.
when he
Maybe.
needs. I mean, he's got Joseph Stevens at wide receiver, but again, you look at the guys that were drafted after 1-6, and you go, "Man, did you need Bernie Wiggins?"
Is he going two
I don't-
tight ends system?
He's got He's got 3 tight ends that could play. He's already got 3. I don't know where Bernie Wiggins fits into that.
Well, Wiggins was targeted 13 times in this game, 8 catches. But he only caught it for 43 yards. So he didn't go anywhere. His other one, Stewart, targeted 9 times for 6 catches, 52 yards.
So I don't. Again, then I don't get this. Russell Reyna is your tight end. He starts the game. He gets fucking 10 catch. He should have got the 13 targets
He only
with
got,
his route running, getting downfield, third down catching. This is the guy that.
he only got 3 targets. This guy,
Yep.
Russell
I
Rayner,
don't-
got 3 targets, 2 catches for 7 yards.
I don't get it.
I'll take him off his hands if he wants to trade him. I can go for
Yeah,
a tight end.
any one of those tight ends, Clay, you could probably fucking use.
Maybe I should give him a call. Wonder what he wants from him.
I don't know how many years he got left on his contract.
He's got 3, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, relatively cheap the next 2 years too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Christ, next season, Clay, if that guy's available, you could probably you have a late first. Throw a late first out there.
Well, you can't get rid of Wiggins because look at his cost to him.
Man. Well, again, like I said, once you post it up, people like to come in the forums, which is highly enjoyable to argue their point on why they did this and why they did that. We're just here asking questions, man.
Absolutely.
It's good stuff.
Red Zone,
But
we're just talking about his tight ends because I know you got knocked off.
Yeah, everything just boom was gone. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
We're talking about Haynes' 2 tight ends. He's got Reyna, who's awesome, and then he picked up this guy at 1-6, Wiggins, and he has another tight end that didn't pop up here as well. So he's got 3 tight ends on his teams that are very good.
Well, I'm seeing like a 14-point drop on Wiggins. Now, that's the league scout, but
I have him at 40 to 67,
let's see here.
and he's got nice bars. They can still pop more, and if his route running hits 90,
Outer Banks.
Mhm.
Tight end Wiggins. Where's he at? I see 39.59.
I have 39. I have 39.90 for his route running.
No, I'm saying overall 39.
Oh, okay.
But the league scouts showed 39.78, like a 31-point drop. Now, my scout might be bad, but he ain't 31 points bad. That guy dropped pretty severely.
Well, that was his pickup in the round. And,
Yeah, and I guess, like, going back to that, I don't understand it. You got 3 tight ends that are capable. You draft this guy at 1-6 when all of that afterwards in a deep draft is available.
Yeah, what receivers were there?
You still had fucking Tevin Hayes, or Mays.
Cameron.
Cameron was there, and he ended up being all right. We haven't looked at Reuben Bryant yet, but we haven't got the Rochester yet, so.
Rochester had a nice draft. He had an equally good late free agency.
Well, let's look at that game. It was a baseball game. North
Yeah, 9
Plainfield
to 6.
lost
They're still playing. It's in the 7th inning.
9-6.
They're still playing it right now.
Here's Rochester. He doesn't have a quarterback yet.
No.
Riley went 25 of 36, 238 yards, and an interception, no touchdown. His running backs were non-existent. 19 carries for 24 yards. His other running back was Davison, for 10 carries, 14 yards.
Look at Tyrone Rose.
All right, let's get him up. Wait, let me get his first round pick.
Yeah, see,
sure he doesn't have a quarterback?
another guy that could develop there.
This is Rochester's first round pick. He picked him
Yep.
at 110. So his route running is 24.85 that I have him at. If it hits, so he's going for mainly route running, but his quarterback.
Yeah, that Rose is
Which
he's garbage. Yeah, we
Let's
already
put it this
kind of
way.
peeked at him.
Which quarterback?
Rose is garbage. Mo Riley doesn't have sense rush either. He's got the scramble for you to see, but man,
This guy, Red Zone, you're asking me, Tyrone Rose?
yep.
He has no sense rush. That guy?
That's the fucking guy.
No, he probably got bounced. He'll come back on. Yeah, until he gets a quarterback, I think he'll be more of an 8-8 team, Rob. Because if he gets a quarterback and a wide receiver, he knows what to do with them at the end of the day.
Yes,
And
I've seen it first hand playing fucking RZB.
and I think
He was like a beast back when I played. So
he's also playing with a rookie quarterback. North
Who?
Plainfield.
oh, did he really?
He's got Whitman here. So he went 21 of 27. Here comes Red Zone. He went 21 of 45, 246 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. His running game was 11 carries, 37 yards. His other running back had 2 carries for 10 yards. So
I don't. Divine should be fucking smoking that shit. I don't know. Andre Divine's a fucking good running back.
Oh yeah, he is. Wow.
I went on the phone this time. I don't know what's going on. That's twice. I'm like, we're not playing anymore.
What is North Plainfield? Okay, he picked up this wide receiver. So this wide receiver, then his route running never hit. But the rest of it did. Third down, getting
No, it's pick
downfield.
12.
It was pick 12.
That's a fucking tough one. But yeah, his Solmistic test there, 16. That's
Dead
going to be
giveaway.
very indicative of your route running. So
He's got like you said, Grim, he's got a solid running back. Divine.
yeah, no, I think he hit his injury report. I think he got injured last year. He missed 4 games, but he went from 1,800 yards his rookie season to 1,400 yards in 21-15 to 784 yards last season, and now he's running a 3.3 yards per carry. That's fucking garbage.
Yeah, here
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
a problem somewhere.
Here it is.
Yes.
1891, 10 touchdowns, and then drop it down to 1497 4.
Nope, and Sir's got a fucking decent O-line. I just run the ball and use your fucking defense.
Well, we played
And his
him, I think it was opening day last year, and I game planned to stop that running game. And he started throwing the ball down the field with tight ends and blew me out. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And that was the beginning of our
Yeah, he's
Good
got a
season.
Hartman's a decent tight end, and he's building back up that scary fucking defense that he had for fucking years. But it just ain't. I mean, if I click on history, yeah, he's been just. Last time he made the playoffs was 21-06. He went 12-4 and was a wild card, and then 5-11, 8-8, 5-11, 7. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's doing things his way. I mean, he's a defensive guy first. No doubt about that.
Yeah, but then utilize fucking Divine because he's got a decent O-line.
You would think if you're playing defense, the running game would be your best friend. I mean,
yep, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, last year, I game planned to stop his run. And he started throwing all over the place. He blew us out. I think it was opening day. I don't know if he blew us out, but he put 34 points up. That's more than I expected him to do. I was like, well, what the hell is this? And that was the beginning of our shit season. I mean, a hole we never crawled out of.
Oh, that was that game. Then we have Oakland. Oakland beat Fairbanks 28-22.
Which is a lot closer than he wanted it to be. I think Fairbanks has a pretty solid team at this point.
Yeah, we discussed that. All the players he gathered this year, and even Jug said, hey, you're coming back up. But again, how do you come back up in a division that has fucking Melkpo, Jugs, fucking Pizer? I mean,
you keep drafting and you learn how to beat them guys. I'm not going to ever quit trying to beat T-Zac. I beat him today. I may never beat him again, but I got him today.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't give up. I mean, what about all the people in your division? You're not giving up.
Yeah, no.
You're there every year trying to win. He's going to be there every year trying to win too. That's his job.
No, I really like the rivalry I got going with Chops right now. It's been a lot of fucking fun. He's always John at me, fucking capping on me, and I can cap on him, and it's good shit.
Yes, it is.
It's good to get fucking some friends that you fucking can just.
I like the fact he came on a radio show. We got to hear him. You know, we now you can put a voice to the name. You know, I mean,
yeah.
A little better.
Same with Luma. I'd like to be a part of more Saturday shows because that's the only time that those guys can get in. Like even Ben will pop on a European League fucking show, you know? So.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I go on the forum and I read a post, like I can hear Jobs talking now. I'm reading the words, but I can hear him.
Because he's got that fucked up English accent. Like if you look in the forum though, he doesn't use proper punctuation. He doesn't capitalize words at beginnings of sentences, so it's like, yeah, you're a fucking retarded Brit. Now I know. That's how I read his post now.
and when he hears this, he's going to have something to say.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
So Kornick had a good game. He was 14 of 19, 216 yards, 11.37 yards per attempt, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Too many interceptions for fucking Jugs. I'm telling you that right fucking
he's not happy at all. He's pissed off.
And his running backs, 16 carries, 65 yards. The other one, 13 carries for 82 yards.
Yep, they're fine.
But here's the thing.
Hey, I got to use the loop quick. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
What is Fairbanks' defense like? I mean, it's funny because you play a game and you get I didn't get a file in, or I used the wrong game plan. You know what? Guess what, buddy? There was a team on the other side of the ball that beat you today, regardless of what you did or didn't do. I mean, I see a lot of that. It's not good game. It's good game. Wish I would have. I forgot to get a file in, or wish I had my defense. This guy's hurt. That guy's hurt. Okay, so if they were healthy, you'd have kicked my ass. I just won because you had injuries. Is that what you're saying?
No, and I
come on, and Fairbanks.
I don't believe in that.
The reason that Kornick threw 2 picks and his running backs maybe didn't have great games could be partly due to Fairbanks' defense. Just saying.
No, absolutely. It's the other team that's causing that, and I agree, 1,000%. If there's a quarterback that throws 4 interceptions, it's the other team that did it. Period.
Well, I mean.
By the way, look at Oakland's right tackle he picked up in the first round. Nice one.
Oh, dude, I wanted him so bad. Tackle was one of my target positions, and he took him, and I just cried.
He got him at 18.
I just cried. I thought he would fall to me.
Really?
I was really hoping he would fall to me. I guess I was foolish for thinking that, but I mean, oh wow. I just cried when he took him, and he took somebody else I was looking at too, right out from under my nose. I can't think. I don't have the game anymore. I'm on my phone because my computer keeps lunching. No, but if you look at his rookies, give me the names of his rookies. I'll tell you who it was.
Hold on.
I'll recognize the name.
Let me put in this order. Was it an offensive player or was it a defensive player?
I'm not sure.
All right, so we have
I just remember feeling really, really angry when he took him.
Wasn't a quarterback, right? It wasn't a running back, either. I don't think.
No.
There's a defensive end.
Yes, that's the guy.
Ed Caps.
Yes, sir. That's the guy. I was sitting there. He was just lined up in my queue. I'm like, okay, just get me to the next pick and let me get him. Tackle and defensive end were two key positions I wanted to key in on. And sure enough, he took them both. I was like, God damn you.
It was a good pick also.
Oh, yeah. He turned out nice.
And let's look at Fairbanks.
Now, my defensive end didn't turn out horribly, but he's not as good as Caps.
Oh, you never know. You have to look at next PS2. Sometimes they pop.
Well, Papuno turned out okay. Caps turned out better.
Well, let's look at Fairbanks. Washington, he hasn't playing well. The quarterback, he was 25 of 38, 245 yards, and a touchdown. He had Shields as running back for 14 carries for 73 yards. Now that can be all based upon his line that he has going on.
Well, it's like I said to Grim. I mean, Fairbanks can't just, what should I do? Oh man, I'm in T-Zac's division. Well, we'll never win. Okay, do I just give up? Do I quit? What do I do? You got to keep trying and drafting and trading and signing free agents and finding a way to beat them.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I agree. He had all his rookies playing already, Fairbanks, which I liked seeing. He had 3. Such good picks. Very good picks.
I mean, I'm not stupid. I know T-Zac's going to be a thorn in my side as long as he's in this league. If he's here and I'm here, he's probably got the edge. I'm chasing. That's fine.
Okay.
But I'm going to chase like a son of a bitch. I'm going to try and catch him.
Absolutely, because
I'm just going to give up. I think Fairbanks probably feels the same way. Yeah, he sees Oakland and he sees Hanalei.
When you
go ahead.
No, go Rizzo. I'll answer after you.
Well, he sees those teams. He knows how tough they are. But if you want to win, what's the old saying? If you want to be the man, you have to beat the man. Okay, well then you got to beat everybody to win the bowl anyway, sooner or later. Now sometimes they'll get derailed by they lost in the playoffs to somebody else. But I mean, you're going to win enough games to get in the playoffs, and you have to beat the people in front of you to get to the bowl, and then you have to beat the bowl opponent to win the bowl. So it doesn't matter if he's in the same division as Oakland and Hanalei, or if all three of them were in different divisions in the same conference, he'd still have to beat them sooner or later.
Yeah, what I was going to tell you is that when you beat him and you take first, you earned it at the end of the day. That's it.
Yeah, it'd be fucking, it'd be really nice to see fucking Washington end his career with some playoff shit, because he's been a pretty. I mean, if you look at his stats, he's been a pretty solid fucking quarterback throughout.
He has.
21-16 last year was a little bit high on the interceptions. That might have been a wide receiver fucking problem, but he's just. Again, I keep seeing all these fucking brilliant fucking quarterbacks that just really don't do fucking shit. I mean, when did Fairbanks last make the playoffs? It wasn't that long ago, was it? Looks like it. It was 21-12, so made the playoffs 2 years in a row, 21-11 and 21-12. And he won the championship with Washington, so he does have a ring. So that's good, but it's like, fuck me, man. 2-14 last season, 2-14 the year before with Washington. It's like, what the fuck is going on over there?
So I don't have game access. You're talking about Fairbanks?
Yeah.
I mean, how much time does he have to put into this game compared to some other people? I mean, because that's a factor. I'm sorry, it is.
Oh, absolutely it is. So I don't know. And a lot of people, we ask these questions. They don't say, hey, man, I'm working fucking 70 hours a fucking week.
Well,
I don't have time.
Then you're at a disadvantage. I'm sorry, you are. You're not spending the time I spend looking at game logs, looking at film, analyzing, what defensive coverages stop what kind of pass plays. I mean, the things I do, it takes a ton of time, and I'm still behind the 8 ball chasing T-Zac.
Oh God, man!
If I wasn't doing any of that, I'd be throwing.
Sometimes when I go to bed, I'll just pull up my roster and fucking look at it, and just stare at it like, oh, okay, who can play better? Who can I fucking do different fucking things? Who can I do whatever? I spend a lot of time on the fucking game, but it's a joy of mine, and I understand completely that other people don't have that luxury,
Sure.
and or just don't have the fucking time. But it's like, no, love the game, man, love the team. And that's half the reason why some of these seasons I can pull off a fucking 8-8, where I shouldn't be 8-8. Look at my fucking teams.
With your quarterback, what you do is amazing to me. I'm sorry, that guy. I'd be looking for any veteran that could come in and give me a steady hand.
Yep.
So what you do with him, and what you did last season with him, was nothing short of fucking amazing. I don't know how else to put it. There's no way at the beginning of the year I would have believed you would be a playoff team, and I don't know if you got in, but you were right on the edge if you weren't.
Nope, I was in. I won the division, so I had a home game.
That just doesn't. I mean.
Well, this is what I'm looking for, man. So Christensen took 13 sacks last year.
All year?
That's what I'm fucking talking about. All year, 13 fucking sacks. I don't like being sacked. I want a guy that scrambles. Like I said, he used 4.7 yards per scramble and 5 TDs last season. So far, first game, he's 7.6 and already has a TD. 5 first downs. 5 first downs running in one fucking game.
If I had that QB, I wouldn't be able to win 4 or 5 games.
But I also got Worcester, dude. I'm running the fuck out of him, and I don't even have a great run blocking O-line, dude. I just don't.
I mean, it was hard enough last year going 6-10 with the team I had. I thought they were so much better than that. I just sat here and ground my teeth down to the gums all year long. I couldn't believe it. If I had that QB, I'd gave up mid-season. I'd just been sending stocks.
Just been stock.
Send the file. Send the file, done.
But you guys made a point about people having the time. My question is, the people who don't have the time but still play it, they might be enjoying playing the way they're playing it, and say to themselves,
"Yep,
you know what? I don't need to put in the time. I'm still enjoying it." So, that's another factor on their side. For those people who just do that. But are they frustrated? Are they frustrated they're not winning? That's the next question I would ask them.
Well, you can see, okay, so like we can go to Snapfinger and we'll get to their game eventually, but Joe's a guy, he's played in, he was in RZB, I think he's out of there now, but he likes playing the fucking game, and I don't mind that. Even if you lose every fucking season, it's the tight. Well, we've talked about the tiny player syndrome. These are not numbers to me, like they are to like a T-Zac or a Ben or fucking whoever else has some shit figured out. These are fucking like actual players in my mind. They're tiny humans running around on a little fucking field, making plays, throwing interceptions, getting a punt return touchdown, getting a sack. These are fucking players to me. And this is why I love our fucking chats, because now we can go around the league and get to know everybody's fucking players. Mm-hmm. And go, hey, I love Ronaldo Wilson. I would love to see him fucking do something. I love fucking, Clay's guy, fucking Ike. Ike's a fucking great quarterback. He's fucking legendary in this fucking league right now. He's just, or Socha with Chris. Socha's a fucking amazing quarterback, but he just doesn't have the receivers or the running backs to get what I just love the league in that regards. And I think even the guys that don't have
the same way.
Yeah, even the guys that don't have the time like we do to fucking look into things and try to make shit better, you're still drafting, man. You're still playing fucking games. I mean, it's like being Detroit or Cleveland. Like those franchises don't give up. They keep playing every fucking year.
You made a point last time, Grim. You said that we get to make players household names, which is correct. Now people know players on different teams of who's a wide receiver, the running back, defense, or quarterback of teams, which is correct.
Yep, absolutely.
And I like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get Jugs back on. I'm fucking texting Chris and Jugs right now.
That's okay.
Chris just got home. He's putting away Hiroshi's doing fucking shit.
Well, he doesn't want to know about his team because we're going to go right now. San Antonio got their ass kicked by Houston, 44 to 6.
Hey, I got news for you. Houston's a tough son of a
dude.
bitch.
They're fucked up. No,
Look at
Ken has that fucking team just destroyed fucking Chris. Chris was just like, dude, this is not even. He had to call me earlier today. He's like, dude. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, I don't fucking know. I thought I had shit under control.
Yeah,
And he did that with fucking Mays.
okay.
I don't want to play Houston.
Mays went
I don't want to play
18 of
Houston, do you?
26, 229 yards, 8 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. Look at that. His running
Who's
game.
this? Jamison Ward.
Who?
No, Jamison Ward. It's not even on the team anymore. That's what I was talking with Chris. I'm like, he's like, who you did it with Eric Mays? I'm like, fuck if he did. Jamison Ward's still on the team. Jamison Ward is off the fucking team, and he did that
Who's
with
the
fucking
QB?
Eric Mays.
Eric Mays.
Eric Mays.
Who the hell's Eric Mays?
Well, the one
Oh
who
god,
does-
he was back at first round pick back in 2107 of Paris, and he's been bouncing around the league.
Let's see where he's been doing. He's in his 11th season, by the way, fellas. So he's in his
Yeah.
11th
Amazing.
season. He has a sense rush of 11.
Yeah,
Again,
Okay. I mean,
it's the first game.
Ken, wherever you are, you're a wizard. Please knock it the fuck off.
right. On behalf of fucking C-Max and fucking Sween Dog and fucking fucking Slam, knock it the fuck off. But
Well, that was his pick in the first round. He picked up the linebacker Blanchard.
yeah, he doesn't look as good as he might. Well, he's going to be fine. That zone.
Well, I mean, if you've
zone
ever talked
defense
to
gets
him,
up.
You
Yeah.
know, he's a great guy.
Who?
Ken Argot.
Oh, yes.
He's been on the show.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
fucking
I mean, if you've
wonderful
ever
to talk
talked
to.
to him, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
does,
been on
he
the
does graphics work too. He's got graphics work in. I'm letting the cat out of the bag here, but I'm going to be doing
Yeah,
a
he
little
changed. He
logo
changed
change.
he changed fucking Houston logo, and it looks fucking beautiful.
I'm going to be doing a change too.
Oh,
Ben's working on it, but
he had
said it might be a while, but I'm patiently sitting here on that. I told him take his time. I'm happy to wait. I didn't know if he was going to do it at all, so he told me he's going to do it. I said that's great. No rush, no pressure.
Yeah, but Chris was talking to me about this game, and he said, "Hey, I needed to stop Brechterfield, and I needed to stop Scobie, and he did that."
so
But what the
good.
fuck else out? Socha just fucking died.
Yeah,
But look at Houston's defense.
3 interceptions he had.
They're insane.
They are.
Oh, Houston's
You want to talk
defense.
about Surt's defense? Look at Houston's defense. Oh my
Well,
god!
Surt's defense hasn't been fucking stellar in years. We keep waiting for that to come back, and I think he could do it if he runs more. But this is insane. Now I know last season I think they actually got Rick's was it offensive game plan in, so we
I
can
don't
do
know if
some
he's
of
there or not. I
the
haven't seen
smoke
him
and
post
mirrors
to do
shit.
anything in a long time. So is he still helping him or not? I don't even know.
I don't know. Last season, yes, I think the game plan went through for the offense.
I thought the 1 year they didn't get a playbook in.
Yeah,
Was it last
that
year or
was
the
the
year
season.
before?
That was the season before last season. Yep,
Okay.
it was the year before.
So
So
you can tell right away. Go look and see how many times did the QB run. How many reverses did they run? You'll know right away if that's Rick's offense or not.
Well, they did it. They destroyed him. However, C-Max picked up a nice cornerback, by the way.
yes, he did.
At
C-Max had a
120.
nice draft too.
He loves.
Yeah,
he loves his cornerbacks, by the way.
Well, he needs them. He doesn't have any. That's why. We all love fucking quarterbacks. I don't have any. This guy was on my list if I didn't move up in the draft to grab fucking Hamilton, but yeah, he's going to be badass.
Yes, he is. I like that pick. Next up on the games is Snapfinger losing to Orlando 20-24.
I think Snapfinger's lucky he was that close. Orlando's actually a very good GM when he wants to be.
Yeah, you know,
He builds a decent roster, and he can game plan, and he's competitive. I've seen him in
And he's
bowls in
switching.
multiple leagues.
Well,
Now, he lost
What
the
was a little
IHOF
fucking
bowl.
discerning though today? He posted, "Oh yeah, I'm Eric Coryell again." So he didn't realize he switched coaches to Eric Coryell. He's
maybe
like,
not.
"I'm going to go back to my old game plans." But again,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Do you have the time? But can't even pay attention to the coaching stage where you switch. You know,
I mean, he's a better GM than people know. Let's put it that way.
his offense did awful. His quarterback was 13 of 37,
Who's
158
that?
yards. Orlando.
Oh, really? His QB played that badly and he still won?
Yeah, he's got Neil Emmons. He's starting a new guy this year. So
Yeah.
he said in the forums he's going to switch back to his Eric Coryell game plan. But it's like, yeah, you got Eric Coryell. Go ahead and switch back to that.
And then
But no, he's had some fucking good seasons when he had Connor Shea. I mean, he made the playoff 4 times with that fucking guy.
Yeah,
won
he
the
went to a
division
bowl.
twice. Won the conference.
Went to a bowl.
Yep.
Yes, he did. His
Yeah,
running
I mean-
game was bad. This game, he was 8 carries for 25 yards. The other one was 6 carries for 14 yards, and his other guy 4 carries for 13 yards.
Well, his problem is the division he's in. Look who he's got to play. I mean, you got Ben, you got
Saw.
Sawblade. I mean,
Then you
you
got
know, I
Snap
don't know
Thing.
why I did a mental. I couldn't think of Sawblade's name for a second, but I mean, you know, that's competition. I mean, yeah, they're tough.
Well,
You're gonna play them
that's-
twice a year, every year.
Yeah, that's just getting old, Bob. That's what that is. Can't remember. Who's the other guy over there?
And Orlando, Snapfinger,
Fucking Frankie Leach. Fucking
he
Andres Harmon. Ezra Ellard.
couldn't score
Van
points.
Araguz. Ernest Wonder. Plus the fucking kid, Christian Wilcox, drafted at 1-2. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Just, come on, Joel. Get your shit together.
I know,
Just
look at this guy.
I don't, that. 14 targets, 4 catches. What the fuck is going on? Frankie Leach is throwing to this fucking guy. What is going on with this?
Who did he pick up, by the way, in the first round? He picked up this guy. Wow.
He picked up the fucking, yes.
Another good one.
Yes. I just like, dude, you got 4 fucking wide receivers. That gets to why can't Frankie Leach complete passes to these motherfuckers? I mean, he did. I mean, he's got 368 yards, but 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Just got to be a red zone issue, I think.
Someone should go to him who needs desperate wide receivers and say, here's 3 first-round picks or 2 first-round picks. Something.
Who are you saying? Are you like talking about me? I should go to him.
If you want to, yeah, I would. I would go after Wilcox or somebody on his team.
Any of those fucking dudes.
And see if
I mean,
I can make a deal. I have my wide receivers right now, but I would definitely go to him and say, "Hey, could you use this? Here's my picks, and see if I can make a deal with him."
I would go to him with like fucking 2, like at least 1 elite defensive player and 2 first-round picks because his defense, like always, his defense looks like it's getting better. He's got a good middle linebacker, good weak side linebacker. He's got a good safety. That part's improving, I think, and I think he's,
But you need to go after Leach, not a receiver.
fuck. Can't go after Leach. You can't fucking trade him. That'd be like fucking.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't.
Who can really?
He's not getting rid
who
of
can
Leach.
make a deal right now for him? I mean, seriously, not too many
Nobody.
teams.
No, nobody's got a 55 plus rated, but those receivers though, it's like there's no fucking way. There's got to be something. He's a West Coast, so that's receiver friendly.
No, you pull a T-Zac. You put 2 and 212. You put the other 2 in 122, and the best 3 in the 113, and you roll.
Yeah, with this team, he should have beat Orlando.
Yes.
With that
I mean,
quarterback,
but
and
again,
those,
how
and
much
those,
time?
When those wide
It's a time
receivers,
thing.
Well, again, but
and
he's
he's got a tight end. Look at this tight end.
yes, beautiful fucking tight end and fucking Harmon.
It's got to be a time thing,
But
or
he's
having
not
trouble game
because
planning?
last season, dude, he was talking. He's trying all these different fucking game plans. He gets into single player and works out the game plan. It's like I don't know about that because I've never tried it, but I don't think I could get like my a single player team as close to my multiplayer team as I have right now to even have it make a difference.
He does need he does need defensive players. Looking at his players,
Yeah, but the linebackers are fucking there already.
But he only gave up 24 points. What did he lose? 24-20 or 26-20?
24-20.
Okay, he only gave up 24. You got to score 30. That's all.
Yep.
But he has the offense to put up 30 points.
He's every game, 30 plus.
That's what's frustrating for me is I
don't know why he
seem to
just
be
said-
able
I mean-
to put up the points on a consistent basis.
Tizak's a fucking nice guy. I don't know why he doesn't just fucking send him a fucking PM and say, hey, brother, help me out. Or you have the exact same wide receivers that Tizak has with a potentially better quarterback. Go look at the logs. Create those fucking plays.
Something.
He has the exact same receivers Tizak has. Go look at the fucking logs and see what this motherfucker is doing. There's no and again, last show, it's been a few weeks, but Frankie Leach is one of those guys. He's got to get to the playoffs, man. He's got to do something.
What's his record like, Frankie Leach?
Well, there are GMs, some GMs now.
Not
So, like, let's say,
Good.
for example, I would say Ben, Tizak, Nick from RZB. Some of these guys are just, they're good enough. I used to say this all the time. People would laugh, but I believe this. You could take those three guys, like right now, you could take Tizak. Let's use him as an example. Tizak or Ben. You could take their team in IHOF. The league could step in, cut every player on their roster. They don't have a single player under contract. Go through free agency 4 and 5, okay? And then let them start signing free agents and let them draft. And I'll bet you they could put a team together that would at least go 8-8 and might go 9-7 to make the playoffs because they're that fucking good, okay? Now, at some point, there's got to be a way for some of these other people, myself included sometimes, hey, what the hell are we doing wrong, guys?
But we do that. We look at the logs.
So
we look at the logs.
we
see the problems that are happening.
Yeah,
with our
we see
team.
I'm listening to the draft shit. I was talking with Jugs and Chris. It was 2 weeks ago. It was during the fucking draft, and we're watching all these great players being taken. And Tizak constantly has, late round picks that in Malco and Ben. And it's just I was trying to get hopeless, and Jug said, "Look, we're all fucking good players here. If we could draft like these guys, there's some secret, there's some program they're fucking running that shows things that we can't fucking see. I'm not really interested in that. I don't use Draft Analyzer. I've been playing long enough to know what combines go with whatever. But Jugs, like, if we could draft like them and get all those fucking good players, we would be on top of the fucking world because we're all right at game planning. We pay attention. We're doing our fucking due diligence, every fucking week. I look through the logs, who's doing what, who can I stop, But if we could just draft, and I actually, Bob, you had a great fucking draft this year, and I feel pretty fucking solid about my last 3 drafts. I really fucking do. I feel like my last 3 drafts, I've got some good players. I got some second round guys, some third round guys that can fucking do some shit. Got some affinities going.
Grim. They're not getting me anymore, Grim. Do you know what I would give? I mean, my favorite 2 leagues, obviously, right now are IHOF and RZB. You know what I would give to win a bowl in either one of those leagues? Just one. I don't need 2 or 3. Just give me
I've won
one.
7, bitch.
I just want one.
I've got 7 since I started, and I took a team that was garbage. It came up, but yes, no, and I
just want one.
I would just like
I give my left arm, and I'm only kidding a little bit. I mean,
no, you're not kidding a little bit. You want a fucking bowl and an elite Clay. You still need a bowl.
I know. I still have to get there.
Yep. And you have to win one.
But here, I see the game differently. I'm going to explain. I think I explained this before.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the season out and winning the games for me is fun, and I see every game as a playoff game. And that for me, yes, I do want to make the playoffs, of course, and also the bowl. But it's having those winning seasons for me that feels good. And taking the division, I like that. Winning the bowl and then being shitty for 5 seasons or 10 seasons, that's not fun for me.
Yeah, it's like a Brooklyn gig. So let me rib it.
Oh,
because he's my mate now.
You.
He's my mate now. Mm-hmm. Dude, remember last time I had to go to the bathroom, I said I got to use the loo? I was channeling my inner Jobs. I'm like, what the fuck is a loo? Isn't that what they say over there? Anyways, no. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, they're good guys. No, but that's so I play the game that way. Second, you guys mentioned something about the draft. I just draft by looking at the players. I don't do draft analyze or anything like that. And whatever I get, and if it's a surprise, awesome. And I go that way.
Yeah, but you have fucking like really good scouts on both your coordinators. So I remember Ben probably not 20 years ago, but seasons ago, which was like 2 years ago, I don't know, saying, everyone like puts this onus on their head coach having good scouting. Don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I just need motivation and discipline on my head coach and interviewing. I think they matter a little bit on that, but he said that. And I'm like, fuck. So it's all your fucking coordinators. Your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator, their scouting is what you're going to see. And that's why you've been able to do okay, Clay. I think it's because your offense coordinator is just like the best in the fucking league,
That helps.
Yes, and it does. So, but you also, need to relate your combines to your bars, but you've drafted just fucking fine too. So
there are certain bars I look for in my players that work with my team, and that's what I try to stay with.
Yes,
but see that right there, what you just said, is why every league, I don't care what league you're talking about, somewhere in that league, there's 2 or 3 guys that don't play in every league. So you may not even know them very well. But in that particular league, they do very well because they've been there for so long. And they've got a system in place, and they know exactly what they need out of their players, and they're drafting to fill their needs. And that's successful.
Yeah, and this is why I'd like to
you
get
take somebody like Quicksand or T-Zac. You can put them in just about any league, and they're going to do pretty well. Okay? They're going to win. It ain't going to take them long. They're going to put enough talent together. They're going to win some games. Okay? Just about any league you want. But there are people, I'm trying to think of a good example. There's people, I don't know if you guys know, CFL is the Continental Football League. Smitty's the commissioner. There are people in there that only play in that league. They don't play anywhere else. You'd probably never heard of them. Dude, they're good GMs. But I don't know that they have some, like T-Zac with all these, spreadsheets and, all this testing.
Yeah. You see the waiting list for IHOF, man?
They just know their team. That's exactly what Clay just said. Same thing. No,
absolutely. And that's all I'm trying to do. I think I said it earlier. It's like that's the reason why I can even get to 8-8 with the shit teams that I fucking had. For numerous years. I'm always fucking trying, brothers.
As good as your defense is, a solid veteran QB, you'd be a bowl contender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got Christensen. I made the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
He just ran for fucking almost 100 yards.
But he ain't going to win you a bowl, dude.
He might. If I make the playoffs again, dude. I want to play you, Bob. Or Clay, I would love to fucking hit you in the playoffs. We ain't done that yet.
I know. That would be a lot of fun, actually.
That would be fucking good. Well, not with my secondary, but okay. So who's the next game? We got to move on.
Last one. Tucker.
Last one.
Tucker destroyed Augusta, 37-7. Now
and so
even Ben said something in there. So I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
His quarterback Brady.
And then fucking Ben gets in there. It's like all dice rolls. Like, fuck you, elite GMs. Quit fucking talking about dice rolls. Fuck
really? Just
stop talking about dice rolls. Sure, there's a couple of. Look at that guy.
Kicked our ass. Just say that.
Yep.
Say, look, I kicked your ass. It's over, and let's play the next game. Don't dice roll excuses. That gets old. Yeah, I'm with you.
So Ben gets this left tackle
at 1:30, and then we talk about some of the guys that didn't draft good guys early on, and he could have had this guy.
This guy, his pass blocking is 26.96. He's a 32.75 rated left tackle.
Who's this now?
Donovan Woods.
Donovan Woods.
Oh, I saw him. As soon as Ben drafted him, I just sort of shaking my head. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
20, 6'4", 296. I probably play him at left guard, but
21 years old. He's intelligent.
He doesn't even have to play.
Yeah.
He's not playing this year.
Oh, no, he'll never see the field, will he?
Yeah, he will. Next season.
Yeah, but not this year.
Not this year. I don't think. Me.
See, that's the thing that Ben does. It's very realistic. You know, you want to talk about, I want to play in a league that's realistic, a realistic sim. In the NFL, when the offensive lineman gets drafted, unless he's picked in the top 10 and he's a fucking, generational
monster.
talent,
Yep.
there's a lot of times
or you
an
have
offensive
no other
lineman sits his whole rookie year. And Ben, a rookie for Ben, I don't think rookies play very often for Ben unless they're really
sit on
awesome.
the bench. And look at Brady here on the screen. He's doing chemistry shit with him now. God, are you fucking? He's got fucking strong affinity, exceptional affinity. Does he have another one? Does he got all three? Maybe he's just got the two, but that's fucking fine. It's like fuck.
He went 28 of 46, 394 yards, 8.57 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions that game.
And at some point, he'll be 75 or 80 overall or more, and he'll have triple affinity.
He's 77 overall right now. He's fully developed.
I've been telling you guys this for 3 shows. He's going to throw 800 touchdown passes before he retires.
I don't think he'll get above what T-Zach can do.
I bet he gets 800.
Oh, he was close. He threw 54 last season.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
16 seasons, 50 per season. That's 800.
So here's the blessing for me: the fact that fucking T-Zach and Ben play in the same conference.
Oh yeah,
that's it. And then Bob's fucked. I was hoping you'd be back in our conference where you had a chance.
so let's see. Here, I want to win a bowl in IHOF. All I have to do is beat T-Zach and Ben. That's all.
Yep.
Are you fucking
gonna
nuts?
happen? Wouldn't be pertinent at this juncture.
And Augusta. Wow, Banks took a dump. Banks went 12 of 25, 90 yards.
Did he go down in ratings though? Fucking go lick. He didn't take it down.
Nah, he just got bitch slapped in one game.
That's all. Slapped.
Yeah,
just in one game.
And now I just wonder.
What Garland carried the ball 21 times, 127 yards. So
yeah, Garland's all right. He's kind of Mesa Jr. Dude, so I didn't get to talk about Richmond enough over in Texas. Do you think that fucking guy's got a shot at the records?
He does.
Howie's going like, dude, I might be able to beat Mesa on some of this. I only need
Let me tell you something. I've seen this a couple of times. No, it doesn't happen all the time, but I have seen it a couple of times. Even an older player like Richmond, who might even see a ratings decrease next year.
Yep.
Still, it's like he ignores that and continues to run like hell. He's got a shot if he keeps playing him and using him and handing him the ball. If the guy keeps producing, you leave him in there and keep feeding him the ball, and if he gets it, he gets it. I mean, there's nothing etched in stone. For all we know, he gets hurt next week. It's a career-ending injury, but he's got a shot.
Okay,
he's close
enough.
He's close enough
for teams that don't like to hold on to running backs. This guy, Richmond, he's 34 years old. Last season, and look at his stats. I mean, look at his bars. There's really no bars there, but last season he was 33 years old. He rushed for 1,792 yards.
Yeah, 17 touchdowns.
Exactly.
And caught the ball.
And
I wouldn't even pass this guy anymore.
Look at his contract. Because how he works the magic there.
He's got one. Yep, he's got one left.
Look at the contract though. That's not a lot of bonus.
No, it's not. But
he's not invested in him. If something happens and he needs to get out, he can get out.
But the fact of the matter is, he's got last season he had a 33-year-old running back that still put up almost 1,800 yards and a 4.70 yards per carry.
Okay, but if you have to re-sign him and he wants 2 years at $120 million and he wants 60 of it in bonus, that's a problem.
You don't. If he does,
okay.
Yeah,
but
if he doesn't retire next season,
didn't want a lot of bonus. Howie jumped all over that.
Yeah, this is great. This is what I love to see. A fucking Saw's got Saw don't win. Brian, he don't win a lot of fucking shit in this league. He's got Mesa now, right? And so he's got this guy. He's got the bestest running back that's ever played in this fucking league. And now I love to see fucking Richmond. I'm like, Howie, stomp on Brian's dreams. Stomp him out.
No, don't do that. Brian's a nice guy. Don't do that.
Well, this is who he picked up.
I love Brian. That's why I like to give him fucking shit.
He picked up a solid.
And I love him too.
Look at this linebacker he picked up.
That's an MLB that you can play for fucking ever.
Not a bad pick. 45
I'll
series.
tell you
Bob.
what, Grim. I'll tell you
Bob
what, Grim.
protecting his homies. It's like, dude, they're all my homies. Brian's giving me shit fucking constantly, all the fucking time. It's like,
Grim's
gotta
just
give him
cold
some
blooded.
shit.
What do you think? Grim's just cold blooded, huh? Just
No,
stomp
no.
on his dreams. Is that what he said? Stomp on his dreams.
Yeah, stop on his dreams of having Mesa be the best running back forever.
I like
Someone's
it.
going to break that fucking record, and how he can fucking do it with Richmond? Maybe.
I like it.
How is
He's-
Richmond has
he
to play
speaks
2
his
more
mind.
years?
I like when Grim speaks his mind. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't hold back if you want to.
Oh, it's all fun, man.
I know. And that's why
It's
I like
all
that you
fun
speak
and
your
fucking
fun.
games.
I just wish before we had these brouhahas, people would stop for a second and say, hey, you know what? Pick somebody. Go on the forums. Say, who's online? Quicksand's online. Let me ask him what he thinks I should do here. You know, Ben's online. Okay, Ben made an offer. That's a bad example. You know, Claystone's online. Grimmer's online. Red Zone's online. Juggernaut's online. Let me send a PM and say, hey, you know, I got this trade
Yeah,
offer.
I'm trying to
wondering,
convince-
you know, what
Yep.
what should I do here? You know,
Yeah.
am I getting enough? You know,
No.
because people will tell you the truth. I just wish people would ask, get another
yeah.
opinion. I'm not saying that somebody has to tell you what to do. Nobody thinks that you're stupid, but it doesn't hurt,
Right.
you know, to get somebody else's point of view and add that to your thought
To ask,
process.
and that's why
you still
Jugs-
get to make the
Jugs
decision.
didn't even come. Yeah, Jugs ain't even coming out of the shows anymore because it's like, what's the point? I'm like, well, I already mentioned that.
Well, he said, "What's the
is,
point? Nobody's listening." Well, you know what?
Nobody needs to listen. Just you can ask us, but we're going to go through and criticize your team or prop your team or criticize our own teams or prop our team.
Yeah, listen, I just want to talk about the league. I don't care
Yep.
if people listen or don't listen. It's more about just talking about the league and how the teams
Right.
are doing. And just leave it at that. If people want to let people play their way, because
Okay,
that's
but
how-
what?
'cause
Okay,
that-
but let me
because
ask you this,
hold on,
Clay.
because that's how they enjoy it. We, when we do this, we're just going to talk about players and tactics and all that stuff,
and
then,
what we think,
and
yep.
that's it. And let it
That's
go.
Okay,
from
but
there.
let me ask you this, Clay. What happens if Chicago contacts you and asks you about these 2 trade offers, and you're like, dude, you need to get more, and he gets another first or 2 more firsts? Now he's got a better team and he wins more games, and the rest of the league isn't getting stomped on quite as hard by these elite teams that are getting better and not paying enough to get better. Doesn't that make everybody have more fun, including the guy who asked for the opinion?
Yep. And he's in your division, but I don't have anybody in my division that I could give advice to. But Clay, like, yeah.
Well, if I need
Zach
advice,
Snyder.
If you want to ask me, I actually like the drama. I like when things like that happen, where it just like turns everything upside down. To
Well,
me,
but
Bob was
I do.
basically asking if Chicago came to you with the trade that he made that we thought he shouldn't have made and says, hey, should I make this trade? You would give him proper advice, right? You'd be like,
yes.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what he was asking. Yep. And
Red
he's
zone,
in your
yes.
division, and that's fine.
my point is, it isn't hurting them to take another minute and try and make the best deal they can.
Nope. And I understand the PMs too.
You know-
Sometimes people don't get back because people work and shit. I don't see PM. I mean, fucking Quick tried to get Kempthorne off me during the Sunday shit that didn't happen. I'm like, I just got home from out of town, can't do it, and whatever. And then the midseason happened on Monday. I'm like, fuck, maybe I could have traded him, but I would ask for more than a fourth because I know he's an affinity for Quick, and he offered me a fourth. And he's a kick return. Well, was a stud until he fumbled twice on kick returns today. So, and a special teams
Now
guy.
all of a sudden he's not a stud anymore, Clay.
Well, I have a question. I have a question for both of you guys. Do you
Yep.
think, and I'll use Chicago as the example, do you think that people panic and rush the trade instead of saying, okay, I have T-Zac's offer. Let me now see other people's offer. But they
I think
instead they just rush to grab the first offer because they think maybe they're going to lose it or something like that.
Yes,
No, I think they rush.
it's
And I
panic.
think,
It's
like,
exactly what-
especially
you know,
if it's early weekend and we get a couple picks during the weekend. This weekend was fucked up, and the whole draft was kind of fucked up, and the whole
Let me ask
preseason
you
was
this.
fucked up. Just
Let me ask you this.
Well,
Let's
wait.
say just for a second, let's say Chicago doesn't make any trade and he drafts Mays. Is his team better now than it is at the moment?
I believe so.
So sometimes not making a trade at all.
Because Mays was the guy that I looked at. He's the guy that my scout said, "Hey, this guy is okay."
He didn't see Schweigert. That's fine. Take Mays then.
Yep. Yeah, it's just.
No,
ask questions, not necessarily in forums, but like
you got a stud QB, give him a stud receiver.
Yep.
You'd be a better team than you are right now. I don't know what you got, and I don't care what it turns into. You'd be a better team right now with Mays on your roster.
Yep.
If you hadn't made a deal at all.
But okay, so let me just.
And I would have told him flat out if he'd have said, "Hey, Red Zone, what do you think? I got these 2 trade offers from T-Zac and Ben." You know what I'd have told him? You probably should keep the pick and not let them have it, and take the best player you can find.
Yeah. So looking at
if they want it, just like Ben said, if they want it, there's somebody there.
Yep.
Figure out who it is. Let me try and help you.
Yeah, Chicago scouting is 58. Now, if I have a question about an offensive player, I might go to Clay. I'm like, "Hey, man, what do you see this guy as? Can you help me out?" what? Who looks good? Who? Yes, just absolutely.
But I was picking 23rd. I'm not getting Mays. I'm not getting Schweigert. I'm not getting. Who's the best receiver you see, Red Zone? I need a receiver. These guys are trying to get something crazy off me. They both want this pick, so there's got to be somebody there. Who am I missing? I'd have helped them. No, like I said, I'd have told him Mays. I didn't see Schweigert, but Mays would still. You got a stud QB, give him a stud receiver.
So, Bob, I'm back on your team page.
Oh, boy.
Levi Dodge just beat Toronto.
Look at what he did. Are you going to
bench him at fucking Chicago? I don't care what his stats are. He won the game with 105 yards and 1 TD.
I need to see if
Chicago, or are you going to put in Wilkerson?
Wilkerson's in. The file's in.
Fucking A. All right.
I want to see if Dodge is what's keeping us. We're treading water right now. The first season we went 8-8.
You're 1-0. How are you treading water?
We went 8-8 and 6 and 10.
Wait,
14 and 18 in 2 seasons. We're treading water. There's too much talent here to be 14 and 18 those 2 seasons.
Clay's fucking eating something, aren't you? You're eating meat.
I'm just listening to the analysis here.
We're treading water. I don't want to be 14 and 18. I want to be 20 and 12.
Yeah, well, you already got 18, so.
Well, you have Chicago tomorrow, Red Zone. So let's see what happens. And you're going to Chicago.
And I'm taking a chance. Wilkerson could go in there, stink the joint up. We lose. Now we're 1-1. T-Zac wins. He's 1-1, and beating him opening day means a little bit less. Okay. I'm taking the chance. I need to see. I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
those bad throws are really bothering me.
Wilkerson needs to start. You're right.
I don't like the bad throws. I want to know what the hell that is.
He only had 4. So we'll see what Wilkerson does tomorrow, and I'll text you about it. If he has 4 too, but makes bigger plays. I think he feels
what if he throws for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns?
I don't know. Your offense sucked today for what it should fucking be. But T-Zac's got a tough defense too. You can't crack his defense. You can barely crack his fucking offense. I mean,
that is true. His defense was ranked number 1 last season.
Yep, and his offense was ranked number 1. So
we need to score more points.
Yes.
Period.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question on Red Zone. How many games do you give Wilkinson before you
it
say
depends what he does.
Yes or no? That's what I mean. How many games does he have to play shitty for you to say, forget him, I'm going to stay with Dodge?
He's got to win tomorrow. He has to win tomorrow for sure.
He has to win tomorrow. We go back to Dodge. Yeah.
Okay, so if he
does not win tomorrow,
if he wins tomorrow, he gets another week.
Got it.
Yep.
So he's only a 1 week kind of.
Well, if he goes out and wins 3 or 4 in a row, then I'd say we're probably going to stay with him. But he needs to. You look at my schedule; it's not easy, dude. I got to play Gothenburg.
You're fucked.
I mean, I need to score more points.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And Dodge is
Clay,
not putting up the points. He's putting up the stats, but he's not putting up the points.
That's true.
I have Ike.
You have Ike.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do when he's off the team and he sucked today. He didn't throw interceptions. That's fine.
No,
But-
he was terrible today.
But do you bench him at any point?
I'm
No,
going to
but look what he's-
play him into the ground.
Okay, but look what he's done over his career. And
Yeah,
look what Dodge has
9-7.
done.
Division,
Dodge is 14 and
13.
18. Well, he's 15.
Playoffs
18
every
now.
year. Icorse has made the playoffs every year except for his first season with you. And
Okay.
you went 9-7, so you still had a winning record.
So explain this to me. You got Marsh at running back. You got Fields at receiver. You got the defense that we have, the defensive backs that I added. Okay. You got the offensive line in the running game. I need to score more points. I need to know if it's the QB or is it me. I mean, if it's me, then I'm in real
Well, I
trouble.
mean,
but-
So let's say, okay, I'm going to push on this one, Red Zone. Are you going after quarterback in the offseason coming
I'll
up?
probably have to because Wilkerson's
Maybe.
33 now, and he's on a 1-year deal because I just signed him. So he'll be a free agent.
depending on what
I can maybe
Wilkerson does
re-sign
this
him
year.
and maybe not. Dodge is going to want a huge contract, and I need to know right now, is he our quarterback or not? And based on week 1, I need to see what Wilkerson can do because I'm not paying 40 or 50 or 60 million a year for what I saw today week 1. No.
Yeah, and Bob, I'm just looking at your roster. Your defense is young, dude. There's not a whole lot of guys that have been there a long fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Benson's going to be a fucking beast for you here.
Yeah, look at his
John Papunu is going to be a fucking beast for you.
yeah, you're going to have a defense for a long time.
You're a little weak on linebackers, but they're young. You got like 4 people under 2 years. Secondary's young. Josh Griffin's going to be your fucking man at free safety for fucking years. Yeah, it's going to be a fucking.
But we got to
interesting
score
fucking
some points
season.
too. You can't.
You do.
You can't win
You
games.
need to fix your offense because there's no reason why these people
Okay,
can't
but-
get it to Eddie Fields.
But
You
look
got
at Eddie
Eddie
Fields
Fields.
and look at Marsh and look at the offensive line. I mean, come on.
Dude,
Why is Yamashita stinking up the joint? Is it him or is it the QB? I got
That's
to
a good
find out.
question.
I got to find out.
That's a good
Yamashita
question.
did better. You had him going last year. This is not even like Eddie Fields should be like you target him 5 times. He's a 10 to 12 every game. You can't target Fields 5 times, dude.
Why didn't?
And I don't know if that was by design or not, but he needs to be targeted.
Why
The
didn't
design
you guys?
is the design is the same thing that some other people are doing, and it started with Oakland. I said, you know what? I like what he does. You build the big offensive line, and you come at it with a 2-headed running game, and you run the shit out of the ball right down their fucking throat, and you throw when you want to, and you spread
Yeah,
the
but you
ball
don't.
around
You
so
have
they
a
don't
young
do the
offensive
double.
line. You need to pass the Fields. That's it.
Well, I
Play,
hope.
well-
I was going to
Go
say
ahead.
Dakota Peterson is in the market that you guys can grab, but
Yeah,
I hope you win.
People
Well,
keep talking
I look-
about Dakota Pearson like he's slipping.
Okay,
he
here's the
hasn't
thing. Hang on,
caught
Clay.
on anywhere.
I looked at Peterson and Wilkerson. Peterson's avoided interceptions like 39. Wilkerson's is 59. So I went with that, and I also don't like the 0 bars on Peterson. There's 3 of them that are low, very low or 0 bars. And
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Wilkerson's
keep suggesting-
steady all the way up and down.
Nobody
I thought,
wants
you know
that
what?
guy.
I'm gonna go with this guy. He won some
Yeah.
games 2 years ago. He won a bunch of games with Atlanta. They won the division.
Yep.
He played really well.
Yep.
I thought, you know what? I want to see what he does in my offense. He can also run, and Peterson cannot. I like a mobile quarterback, so I went with him.
Yeah. Keep talking about fucking Peterson, but yeah, Fields, Bob. He's got to have 10 targets a game. You can't target him 5 times. Fields is beast. He's like one of the beast wide receivers. He's be like 6 foot, 195, 29 years old. He's at his peak. You got to get that boy some fucking shit, dude. You really
Yep,
do.
I just re-signed him too. He's
Yep.
making a shit ton of money.
Yep.
Somebody
And he
gotta give
needs
him the ball.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely,
Well, target him
yes.
more than 5 times.
He's
gotta
making
be-
a lot of money.
Yes.
I'm telling you, these bad throws are bugging me.
Well,
There's
he
something
had
wrong
4
there.
bad.
There's something
he had,
going on there.
He had 4
today.
bad throws to fucking.
Dude, I've had
Fields.
games where he had 8
I
or
did.
10 bad throws.
Yeah, Not
I
this
mean, I can
season.
go pull up
He
the
only
game,
had 4
the
last
box
game,
scores and
Bob.
show you. He only had 4 last game. I can
We'll
show
see
you
the
games
next
he had
game.
8 or 10.
Yep.
I mean,
we'll see.
there's something wrong there. I don't know what it is, but you know what? And when you compare Wilkerson and Dodge, pull them up, sit them side by side, and compare them, and look at the bars. Wilkerson's better, pretty much across the board.
All right, I want to see this.
Better sense rush, better third down. Pretty sure they're all. He's a hair better or just a hair under.
Atlanta had him playing well. Atlanta had
Hey,
him
Clay, look at the
Yes.
rust. Look at the rust on Wilkerson.
I know, and I don't buy that. I've never been a believer in that.
Ah, no.
That'll be gone by the second quarter.
Yeah, maybe.
That'll be gone by the second quarter.
I hope Red Zone wins. He's playing Chicago.
Well, I'm sure you're rooting for me, Clay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all rooting for you, brother.
Absolutely. All right, fellas, I have to go.
All right.
So we'll end it here. We did all the games. We also did the draft picks of the players for each
Most
team.
of them, I think. Yeah.
I think
we
everyone.
hit.
Yeah, we
Sweet.
hit everybody. And yeah, so you guys have an awesome game tomorrow with your teams.
I hope everybody wins.
Absolutely.
Everybody in the whole league or just us?
Just us. Well,
All right.
I'm not wishing anybody else any goodwill, but there's 3 of us here. You know, I'd like.
Yes, I
it'd
hope
be very
we all
nice
win.
if all 3 of us.
Dude,
could
I
win.
got to play Paris.
You got Paris tomorrow. I don't even know who I'm playing.
Who
am
you
I
got?
playing tomorrow? Let's see.
Bob's got something fucked up, too.
I play T-Zac.
Yeah, at T-Zac, so yeah, good luck. Just
Oh, and he's mad.
He's big mad. And you're at his place.
There we go.
God.
I love it.
T-Zac's big mad, but you got your fucking game plan in, your roster in.
Hey, Clay.
Yes.
If you can knock off T-Zac, we'd really like that up here in Norway.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, master.
Listen, I play the best I can.
I mean, he already. You know he can't go 19-0 this year, but it'd be really nice if he would start out 0-2. That'd be just awesome. Sorry, Zach.
Yeah,
That would be.
don't say you're sorry. Speak what you will. Fuck these boys.
No,
I love everybody in the fucking league. Fuck them. I'm taking them out.
no, I don't normally wish any ill will on anybody, but I'll take any edge I can get against T-Zac. I know 0-2
Oh,
start
yeah,
to
no.
do a
Wish
real
ill
helping
will
hand
upon
towards
your
maybe
enemy
a playoff
at all
berth.
time, especially in a dumb little tiny human game. Ill will.
There you
Except for the guys you're rooting for. I mean, you guys are my friends now, so I root for your teams, but I root for Jobs. I root for fucking Quick. Everyone's fucking good guys. Quick could be a nice addition to the show again. We've talked
Yes,
to
he
him a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like that radio voice that kind of compliments Clay's. You know, just he's very fetish. Not fetish like FET, but FED. Like he works for the feds. Up there
Okay.
in Maryland. So
All right, fellas. Let me go.
all right.
Have a good one. And
All right.
All right, later, bros.
be good.
See you guys
Good fucking show. Later.
later.